All right. What is up? Welcome to the Spoiler Kings. We got a good show for you guys today. What we talking about? We're talking about Kraven, which I see some of you guys in chat. We went to go see it. So we're gonna review Dune Prophecy, episode 5. Almost done. I don't know.
Hurry up.
Yeah. pretty much. We'll talk
You
about
were
that.
so optimistic. It's so funny because you're like, oh yeah, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. And I'm like, dude, they only have 6 episodes to do it. It's impossible to like come back from this.
There's only 6 episodes, right?
Yeah, so it's only 6 episodes. So there's no way to come back from that. That's what I kept on saying. Like, there's no way. Yes, you suck and you're gonna continue to suck.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought there was 8 for some reason. Yeah, there's only 6.
Yeah, why did I think there were 8?
Yeah, no,
I don't know why.
We talked about this.
Yeah. Yeah. I because it feels like the show is going where that didn't feel like the penultimate. But, Jesus. Yeah. So, but yeah, Dune Prophecy, and then we'll get into like Superman and maybe a trailer. We'll see. I know there's that new Warfare trailer from A24 that's out. I haven't seen it yet, but it's A24. But
it's one from Alex Garland, right?
Yeah. But he does a lot of the war. He did the Civil War stuff. He did some other like wartime stuff. But sorry, my freaking cat has been bugging me all freaking like all night. Like I'm sitting here and he's just sitting there and pawing at my calves, and he needs his nails cut, so he's literally just like scratching the shit my legs, and it hurts like a motherfucker. I don't know why I'm so laggy.
I must have a couple windows open, so
nothing open, man. It is. I don't know what the hell it is, man. My internet's super fast. I like my computer is good, so it must be like a program on my computer that's just killing it.
Got a virus.
Oh, don't say that. Let's see what you guys in chat are saying. We got Collector Movie Man. What's up? Happy belated birthday, man.
Yeah, the stream yesterday. I saw Zach was on there, and I was like, oh man, look at this.
Nice. I said, I just want to say hi and thank you for popping into my live stream last night. I haven't watched a Dune episode yet, so I'll catch up with you guys next stream with that one. Yep. I said, plus I'm tired. I stayed up way too late watching Naruto. Yep. But the part where Naruto finds out Master Dry died. Yeah. That's what, for me, that's when it started getting good. And then I fell off for a long time. And then I finally finished like a couple years ago. So, yeah.
Naruto, I watched most of it, and then I realized how much I had to watch, and I was like, man, F that. And then I ended up watching it slowly, coming back to watching it, and then I finished it, but it's just too much.
Yeah, it's not. I think I started rewatching it when I found out like Boruto show was happening. I was like, oh, they're done with Naruto, so I'm like, okay. So I watch all. Was it like 900 episodes or whatever it was?
Yeah, what's it, 9 or was it 12?
It might be 12. I forgot how much it was. Yeah. But he said, I'll stay up and watch your live stream for a bit, probably 20 minutes, going to bed, mainly to hear you guys' thoughts on Superman. We'll talk about that first, probably.
Yeah, that sounds fine.
Yeah. And then I saw this. Yes. You and anybody else, man, come join our Facebook group. We try to be more active on it. But Collector Movie Man, he's always posting different DVDs and Blu-rays and 4Ks that he gets and stuff like that. So yeah, definitely appreciate the posts.
Yeah, I was like,
all the birthday goodies. Nice. Oh, you got the Ahsoka one too.
Yeah, so I got that American Fiction, Alien.
Ooh, I need to get American Fiction. Yeah, I got Alien.
Yeah, I got Alien.
What's this? All the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, all of them. 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's what I have on my desk. That's right now.
Nice.
Oh, I've got a lot of movies coming in. It's crazy.
Yeah, I think Transformers comes out this week. Right? The physical copy of Transformers 1, I think, comes out this week.
It should.
So,
Yeah, I think you're right.
Coming Thursday, I think.
Yeah. We got Drew. What's up, Drew? And we also got Brogu in the house.
Brogu, what's up?
And then Drew, I'm gonna hold it for Kraven to when we talk about Kraven. So, oh yeah. Then we got Derpy in the house. What's up, Derpy? He goes, it's a bird.
It's a plane. It's a plane. It's the Spoiler Kings.
Yeah. Bears are pretty much. I don't.
No, they're not. Don't give us that much credit. Don't give us that much credit.
Yeah, you're being way too kind to them.
They don't deserve that.
And then Burger said physical media is the way to go. It is, man. It sucks that more and more companies are opting out of doing it. LG, I think. Was it LG? Yeah, I think it was LG. Just said they're gonna stop producing like movies. So seems like the only company that is really producing major movies is Sony. You know, because Sony's also producing all of Disney's movies. So anything that Disney makes, like I'm pretty sure the Ahsoka, like if you look on the back of it, it probably is Sony, like distributed by Sony or something like that. Because I believe Alien and Deadpool were the first ones to come out. So I know for sure the Alien Romulus will have the Sony logo somewhere on the back. You know. But yeah, Disney said it. So it sucks. Yes, LG said they were going to stop producing.
Distributed by Sony Pictures.
Well, yeah. So which is nice because Sony, I think, has the better like sound when it comes to it. Like they're like everyone was good, but they have, I think, the better sound, and their video is like just as good with the 4K. Yeah, it sucks, man. So, but
it's sad.
So,
and because I'm hearing a lot of stuff, and I feel like they're trying to hold on to content. They want to distribute it and control the content in their own way. Make you have to stream to their service or whatever. They're the ones holding all the keys. So if you want to watch something, it's the only way to do it. That makes me think, okay, now I need to have my own content. I'm not going to, allow you to do those things. So I'm gonna grab all my content. I want to have it myself. I don't need to depend on you.
Yeah, pretty much. It's just so annoying though, man. It's just so annoying because like you have to subscribe to it and watch it, and even then, like there's a lot of stuff that like that doesn't even show up, because the other issues, I was telling Erica about Buzz Lightyear of Star Command, the cartoon from the early 2000s, and she had no idea, So I'm like, oh, that's way better than Lightyear, because we were watching Lightyear with my son wanted to watch it. And then I'm like, I gotta find it, and it's like the movie is not too hard to find, but the series is like impossible. It's just impossible unless you get like a bootleg or something like that. So, but yeah,
that's why in the buying the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the first three, the live action and all that, I went and got it because I couldn't find it anywhere.
Yeah,
I was looking for Team NT 2, and I was like, man, I can't find this anywhere. So I just said, you know what, I'm buying all of them, and now I have them, so I can enjoy. Whenever I feel like it.
Yeah, I mean that's the way to go, especially with the older stuff. So whenever I go like thrifting, because I go to the secondhand a lot and I look for like a bunch of cool stuff, and usually movies. Whenever I see like older movies, especially older cartoons, I'll tend to buy it. Like for sure. I think like we went this past weekend, and I went up getting Hidden Figures, which I didn't have, so I got Hidden Figures, and then Erica found a DVD of the Goosebumps show, but it was like a 4-episode disc. So it has like, so I'm like, that's awesome. Like I think that's like super cool, because like that's how hard is that to watch again? Like
I don't think I have a VHS of Are You Afraid of the Dark. I don't know if I have any.
Nice.
Yeah.
Ladies,
I'd
love
love to have a
Streamyard.
DVD of Goosebumps.
Oh man, Kyle, bro,
dirty.
bro. Laughed. Oh yeah, but even VHSs are starting to pop off. I still want to get the Alien Romulus VHS. I know it's supposed to be limited. I couldn't find it anywhere. Like I couldn't find it on Amazon. You know, so yeah. If you and also anybody going, if I don't know if a lot of people do the thrift store, but if you go to the thrift store and you look for movies, VHSs are usually like they don't. None of them are worth anything except for Cars. If you can find Disney Cars on VHS, it's worth a decent penny. Like you could probably get like somewhere 100 to 150, depending on how beat up it is. I don't know why. I don't know why that's such a collective like movie. Because Cars is good. I mean, it's not that great, you know, but Cars is one of those. Yeah. But
I have 2 copies of The Lion King VHS.
Nice.
I also have 2 copies of The Lion King on DVD, and then 4 copies on Blu-ray. Just in case.
Just in case.
You never know you need a copy of The Lion King. I'm like at all times. I actually have 1 copy of The Lion King on HD DVD.
Nice.
If you have an HD DVD player, you don't got that?
Well, was it
that one upstairs?
Xbox 360? I think the Xbox 360 was an HD DVD, HD? Right? Well, it was one of the Xboxes. But then I just saw right now. I think it's I think it's 360. I don't think it was one. I think it was 360. Yeah, because that would have been when PS3 was out. Yeah. I just saw Venom 3, the Venom 3 movie collection, 4K, Blu-ray 6 discs, limited, with a limited collector action figure, $96. So if you want to get that,
that's it. The problem is movies. Anytime you want to buy it, you want to watch the movie. I'm definitely not gonna watch the second movie. I got all the other Venom. I got 1 and 3. I'm not gonna watch. I mean, I ordered the 3rd one. I'm not gonna watch the second one.
Yeah. I mean, the figurine looks like old school 90s, like cheapy kind of action figure. Yeah. I don't know.
It's a Temu. That's all.
Yeah. All right. Real quick, let's go back. Virgo said, I still have DVDs from the 90s. Nice. I still got VHSs from the freaking 90s.
Exactly. I got a whole thing of VHS. I have containers.
Yeah. I got rid of them a lot. But I got Toy Story, Lion King, Aladdin, Sword in the Stone. The Little Mermaid.
Sword in the Stone. I have the Rescuers. Rescuers Down Under.
Nice.
That's a hidden one. So I'm looking forward to next year because we're supposed to be getting Sean Connery James Bond movie collection. Nice on 4K. In June, we're supposed to get the Lethal Weapon trilogy in 4K too.
I will definitely get both.
Yeah. Lethal Weapon was it was so cool back in the day.
I only like Lethal Weapon 1 and 4. I don't like 2 and 3.
Which one was Joe Pesci?
He was introduced in 2.
And 2?
So 2 and 3, and then 2 and 4. I'm sorry. Then 2 and 4.
2 and 4.
2 through 4. He showed up in.
I don't like 3, and I don't like 1.
I
gotta rewatch them.
I'd say I liked them all. I really don't even think I dislike any of the Lethal Weapon movies.
Yeah,
he's too. Mel Gibson's not now. It's my speed. So,
I mean, back then, man, he was like the shit, and then but now you're like, what'd you say, bro?
I'm a Danny Glover dude.
Yeah, Danny Glover.
Yeah, Mel Gibson back then, during his Mad Max days, he pretty much peaked in the 80s.
Oh yeah,
Mad Max, Lethal Weapon, had a great run throughout the 90s too, if we're being honest.
And now he pops up in weird shit.
Yeah, he's at that point in his career where he's just kind of popping up here and there in like you said, really weird stuff.
Ace is like Mel Gibson went to shit. Yeah, pretty much.
Mhm.
Seriously. I have Secret Ruse at a very, very cheap price.
$3.99. $3.99.
Uh-huh. Oh man, you guys are nasty. Because I will send you a few websites I can use to buy physical media in Facebook. Yeah, do that. Because really, I only know Zavvi, I think it's called, or
I think Zavvi.
Yeah, something like that. That one I like, but it's a lot of European stuff.
Mhm.
So the shipping takes forever. But sometimes that's the only place I can find stuff.
I think I got the Wolverine part of Deadpool Wolverine, Zavvi.
Mhm.
And then sometimes look at eBay.
Yeah, you can find some gems on there. And the Go Ninja, Go Ninja.
Go Ninja, go.
Vanilla Ice.
You know, you guys know the Ninja.
Absolutely.
Ninja, rap. Ninja, rap.
Love how unapologetically 90s that was. And I mean that in the best way possible.
We got Kevin Nash and didn't even know about it, man.
Right?
He was Super Shredder.
Exactly.
It's awesome. Yep. Them old Disney's got some hidden adult stuff in them. So I heard. Oh yeah.
So the first time I ever saw The Little Mermaid, I didn't know about all the naked. So I have that one, but I don't think that's the one that has the naked people in it.
It has the dicks. I mean, the castle is a bunch of dicks.
Yeah, but I'm talking about so in the first Little Mermaid,
penis.
they're like, they're naked at the beginning of the thing, and then of course we all know about the sex in Lion King.
Sex in Lion King. Well, they don't do this cover anymore because of the penises.
No, I have that one specifically.
So yeah, they don't do. They'll just hide the castle and then have them too, and then stuff in the background. But yeah, that's old school. Yeah, they did a lot of adult shit in there, like a lot. Yeah, and a lot of times like, oh, they didn't mean to do that. And then like years later,
they knew what they were doing.
Yeah, because it was like them kind of like seeing what they can get away with, you know. So, well, I don't blame them. They bought Braveheart. Braveheart was his last good movie. I thought with Mel Gibson. Braveheart's awesome.
Braveheart's amazing.
That might. Ooh, damn! Is that the last best Mel Gibson film?
I don't know.
He had nothing that quite reached the level of Braveheart after that, because I think like his standout movies that came after that were like Ransom, Lethal Weapon 4.
Are we
Signs?
Signs was pretty big.
I like Signs.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I think he went more into directing. I was like, but you know what, man? He's a fucking great director. As much of he's a racist anti-Semite. Damn, man, he's a great director. Because Hacksaw Ridge, I believe he directed Passion of the Christ, Apocalypto.
Was it Apocalypto? Apocalypto was one.
Apocalypto was
great.
Yeah. Who was it? Like Anzo said, like it wasn't great. Was it Anzo or was it? It was. I think it was Anzo.
It's probably Anzo. This sounds like Anzo.
It sounds like Anzo. Yeah, Apocalypto was great though. That is a damn good movie. I'm mad that I didn't see it in theaters. I'm like, I don't want to read subtitles
because I remember the head rolling down the side of the pyramid, and I was like, "What the hell am I watching?"
Yeah, I did not see it in the theater.
Yeah, he's gonna make Passion of the Christ too. Like it
sounds he comes back stupid. like because Jesus comes back and then we get the Passion again. Like is it in the future? I don't understand how we're gonna have the Passion of Christ too. You know?
Yeah,
flying cars and he's like coming back. Like what? This is what we doing?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure it would just be of like the apostles or some shit like that. You know, like I don't know. Kyle's been talking about them doing a movie for some time now. Yeah.
I don't know when to leave well enough alone.
Yeah, never.
So, I mean, Passion of the Christ is one of those you just don't need a sequel to.
Yeah.
Like, what? Like he died on the cross. What you talking about, bro? Like what's the sequel?
Yeah. Like that's the end of the story. Well, not even in the movie. They hint with him with the resurrection, don't they?
Yeah.
Like
but
it ends with like the it empty,
the stone
like,
being gone,
yeah,
and
something like that,
being
right?
empty.
I don't remember. Well, so yeah, Signs was good. Signs was definitely his last best one.
Signs was good.
2002. Damn.
So we were soldiers. I feel like there's something that we're missing.
Because he hasn't done. I mean, Fat Man sucked ass in 2020. That was not a good movie. Yeah, a lot of the other stuff he did just wasn't.
I mean, I like Daddy's Home, but I'm not gonna say it's a good movie.
No, I can't in good conscience call it a good movie.
Oh, here it goes.
Good, but it was funny.
So the next it's called Passion of the Christ, Resurrection. Like,
okay, so just the resurrection. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm assuming it's gonna be all that stuff. Wow. Okay.
What is your favorite Mel Gibson movie? Like I have mine, no question.
Road Warrior. Probably Road Warrior. I almost said Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome, but overall, I think out of his Mad Max trilogy, I like the Road Warrior the most.
Yeah, okay. That was a good one.
Mm-hmm. That's your favorite one too?
No, I think I gotta go with Braveheart, man. It's just, all the Mad Maxes were really good, but some Braveheart is just a classic, man.
Totally,
Braveheart was great.
Yeah,
I wasn't into war movies or any other stuff that was going on by that time, and I can respect it now. And just not, that wasn't anything for me. Mine is probably between Conspiracy Theory and Maverick. I really like Maverick. It's just fun. So nice. I don't know. Yeah. Well,
Maverick's good.
He has some good movies.
Yeah. Oh, he did Chicken Run. I forgot he did Chicken Run.
Yeah.
He was his voice. Yeah, I don't know if that counts.
Face.
Yeah. We got Mama Bear in the house. What's up, Mama Bear?
All right, let's go.
Boys. Yeah. Kyle says I've never seen any of the Mad Max series.
Really?
I mean, maybe watching it now, it might be a little dated.
Oh, it is. I tried to watch it. It's like 4 years ago. I think I tried to watch it.
Yeah.
It's hard watching a movie from 1985 because it's 40 years old. Like,
well, shit, the original Mad Max is 79. So
I think was it Mad Max 2? That's 85.
Mad Max 3. Beyond Thunderdome was 85. Road Warrior was 81.
Oh my god!
So the oldest is 85, which is crazy. But it's still like if you can kind of put yourself in that mindset, I think it is. I think all three are actually a lot of fun. It definitely get more goofy. Like Beyond the Thunderdome was pretty cool though.
But, yeah, I liked Beyond Thunderdome. I know that's kind of the redheaded stepchild of the franchise, but I liked it.
Yeah. Who's it? Was that the one with Tina Turner in it?
Yes.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So, and you get Tina Turner. That's how you know for sure it's an 80s movie. Man. Signs was whack. Really.
I like Signs.
Yeah.
I like the anticipation of it. I didn't like how the alien looked once I saw it. But all the anticipation going forward before was good. And then when I thought about why would you go to a planet that's 70% water if water's your weakness, I thought that was stupid.
Yeah. So whatever heard, it takes place 3 days out of the death of Jesus. Yeah, somehow reborn. Yeah, with the sequel.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
Mm.
Resurrection.
Well, at least it's not. At least it's not Gladiator 2 or Joker 2 levels of unnecessary. But
Gladiator 2 has made now what? Almost $400 million. It was necessary for something.
It made money, so it's good.
It made money, so people went and saw it.
Gladiator 2, more like Gladiator Blue.
I don't even know what that means.
You got blue balls from it. I don't know what.
I don't even know what that means, but okay.
Yeah,
blue.
I liked it. I liked it.
It
wasn't great.
It was fine.
Great.
Yeah.
I hated that movie so much.
You hate just because you hated before, so like it's not like you hated the movie. You hated just the idea of the movie. So
you're not wrong.
A chance.
You're not wrong. I gave it a chance. I sat through that crap.
If you sat through it, I'm gonna hate this, and you like this when you watch it. That's not giving it a chance.
You bought extra popcorn bucket just to throw it.
Yep. I'm gonna hate this movie. Let's go. This would be like Tank trying to watch Kraven. You already hate the movie. Don't worry about it.
I mean, I didn't hate it because like it just like it wasn't Kraven. You know, at least from the trailer, I'm like, that's not Kraven. But now I want to see it because I heard it so bad.
The end of it was hokey. The end was hokey, but I don't think the rest of the movie was as bad as everyone says. The end of it was really hokey, though. Really hokey.
Yeah. Maverick's great. Richard Donner.
Yes.
Yeah, Patriot was a good one too. I saw my niece said that too.
That's my son. So, yeah.
I gotcha. So here, Kyle says Sixth Sense blue signs pit the water where the two compared movies. Sixth Sense blue signs pit the water. They were two compared movies that for some reason at the time.
So Sixth Sense was awesome. So I'm just letting you know. Sixth Sense was awesome. No one saw the change. No one saw it.
Yeah, it was. I think they were both being like compared because it was M. Night. You know, it's like his. I believe they were back to back, right?
Yep.
Sixth Sense and
Sixth Sense, then Signs the following year,
right?
and it was another 2 years. Or no, Sixth Sense, then Unbreakable, and then 2 years later after Unbreakable was Signs.
Damn, yeah. So
Unbreakable.
They talk about because it had that twist in it, you know. So yeah. Did you guys ever hear about the original sequel to sequel?
Which one?
The
yeah. The one where it was really, really off the wall. It was like something with like Maximus being resurrected, and he was going through like different eras, doing all kinds of like he was basically like it sounded like Highlander, basically.
It sounds like Quantum Leap.
Yeah. Yeah.
That sounds wild.
It was weird as shit, and I almost would have preferred to see that.
Oh, hey, Kyle. I know Kyle was upset with you and for Gladiator 2. He was Brandman, keep it up. I'm gonna 300 kick you.
This is Gladiator 2.
You are welcome to try. You are welcome to try.
I don't think it was awful. Yeah, I really don't think it was awful. Mm-hmm. But I didn't think it was going to be awful anyway.
Yeah, Sixth Sense, Unbreakable, Split. Yeah,
Split was fun.
He said fun. It was better than Madam Web. We'll save that for when we do that. Madam Web is it's so easy to. I mean, it's
so bad. Like when people compare to Madam Web, that's why I roll my eyes and just don't want to listen anymore. I'm like, no, Madam Web was awful. There's multiple times where I wanted to throw something at the TV and break my own TV just to make sure I wasn't going to watch it. Like it's that bad. Like it makes no sense. You know, so like when you try to compare it to Madam Web, you just really are harping on the idea that you don't like Sony and for all the bad that it's done. But you're not really comparing this movie to what Madam Web. Madam Web was awful.
Man, it was awful.
Yeah,
but I think. Go ahead.
It was pretty bad. No, that's all I was going to say.
No, it's all. But I wonder if it's people finally getting upset because they figured out they're being like duped. You know, like Venom 1 was like pretty popular because everyone thought Spider-Man was going to show up in it. You know, everyone thought Spider-Man was going to show up in Morbius somehow. You know, because they had a poster in the background in one of the shots or something.
Yeah, but it said that they couldn't do it by then. By the time Morbius came out, we all knew that Spider-Man couldn't be in there.
But there's a poster. It was like a leaked something where there was like a poster of Spider-Man, you know, and it said like murderer or something on it. You know, I didn't make it into the final cut, but then I think Sony released it to like, is he though? You know, so now people are just like, I'm done. Like, I want Spider-Man. I don't want his villains.
Did you guys hear about that Sony might be selling Spider-Man back?
I have heard.
I don't know. Do you think they will?
No.
Yeah.
I think they'll just try to partnership it as long as they can.
Yeah. I mean, why would you sell it knowing the other people want it? You know what I mean? So it's like, nah, just keep paying me money and I'll get. But I think they have to, they have to make some kind of movie to keep the rights. You know?
Yeah, they got to continue to make a movie like every 2 years or something like that.
Yeah, you know why? It's the same reason why we get this Lord of the Rings cartoon. You know, like there had to be a movie out in theaters, so whatever company can maintain the rights. So we get Lord of the Rings. Was it War of Rohirrim?
Rohirrim,
whatever it was. Which that I want to see too, but I haven't heard it. I heard it's not great. So,
no, I had 2 people walk out when I went to go see Kraven.
Oh, the Lord of the Rings one.
Mm-hmm. People were walking out of Lord of the Rings Rohirrim, and because they were like, "This is stupid." And then I was leaving out Kraven. It was like, I saw Kraven, and this is worse than Kraven. I was like, all right, we'll see. I'll check it out.
Yeah, it'll be that bad. People expecting Sonic 3 to outperform previous 2 films at the box office. That not going to happen. Really. A Quiet Place Day 1 with good reviews didn't outperform the previous 2 films. I think it will. I think Sonic 3 will outperform the first 2.
What does Sonic 2 do?
It had to be around 4, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say about 4 or 450. I think
405.
405. Yeah.
This is what I think the people that are saying that this is going to outperform Mufasa are sadly mistaken.
No, that's not going to happen.
It's all over the place. They're saying like, "Oh man, it's going to outperform Mufasa." Where? In what world? What are you talking about?
I think they're trolling with that because there's no way. There's no way. You know,
I think it is going to outperform. No, it's not.
Yeah.
like Mufasa is literally at the end of the year, it's going to make $1 billion through whatever. Like it's going to make $1 billion. I don't even want it to come out. The way how Brandman hates on all these things, that's how I feel about Mufasa. You shouldn't even be making this damn movie. Don't ruin the whole thing. It pisses me off. But for me to say it's not going to make money is just stupid.
Yeah.
Oh, it'll make money.
Yeah. It's gonna make money. And supposedly a lot of the early reactions are saying it's really good. So you know, we'll see. At least like the early reaction for Gladiator was like had action. Yeah. Like yeah. So so Sonic 1 made say 320, right? And then 405 with Sonic 2. This is gonna get close.
It might not make
worldwide
because
you don't think it's gonna get close to 5?
I don't think because it's going against Mufasa. I think that's what hurts it the most.
Yeah,
it's going against Mufasa. Like the family's still going to see Moana because Moana's still going to. They just made another $27 million now this past weekend. You know, so going against Moana, going against Mufasa, like Sonic should make over $400 million. You think it does?
Yeah.
You know, Gladiator makes over $400 million. At least Sonic should. But I'm not going to tell you it definitely will.
Mm-hmm. I think it will. I think it will. Just because like the fans, I think are gonna really help push it. You know, push it to that level. You know, but
and I don't know if it has enough fans.
I mean, I'm gonna go see it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'm probably gonna go see it by myself. So yeah, but I mean, I do want to see Mufasa though too. You know, you know, because just like if the music is better, you know, with you got Lin-Manuel doing the music. You know, I'm curious about the story because, like you guys said, you don't need it, but it's so risky because like it could be a good story, but the risk you have of ruining like a character, you know, is like it better be a really damn good story to be this risky.
Yeah,
there's no reason to do it.
Stay home and watch the Discovery Channel.
I don't know about all that, but I will say it being one of my favorite movies ever. If you ruin the story, people are going to just hate you. I even take a chance at it.
Yeah. Although I mean, I got a little bit of faith because of the director. I think he actually cares about the product. Whether like Jon Favreau was just like, oh yeah, let's just do it. You know, make it all lifelike, make it all real. It's gonna look so cool. No one's gonna give a shit that, you know, it's a worse version of the animated one.
Yeah, so. At that point, Favreau was riding a high with you know, like what he was doing with Marvel and the Jungle Book. So the dude admittedly kind of got high off his own supply.
Yeah.
And
he was kind of like the guy. He was like, oh my God, he's making great things.
Granted, the photorealistic CGI in The Lion King was incredible, but you know, I don't know, it was just kind of like the fact that the characters were that non-emotive was kind of like I said, it was just watching an episode of National Geographic with a bigger budget.
You know what? So I saw somebody say it was you ever watch those videos on YouTube of like the real life animals, but they do voiceovers for it?
Yep.
You know, like it was that.
I never thought about that.
It was that.
I never thought about that.
It never bothered me. Like that never bothered me, honestly. Like I knew what I was getting from it, so I just let it. I hated the fact they changed the story that much. That's, you know, lost the point of the story. So I was like, all right, I'm good.
Yeah,
that's why I don't want from Mufasa. I don't want to take it to a place where it no longer matters. Like you ruined the idea of who Mufasa was to be so important to Simba. You know, I don't want that to happen. So we'll see.
Yeah. But at least from the trailers, it looks like they did animate their face a little bit, more or less with their eyes. You know, like you know, they didn't give them a cartoon face, but I think they're able. I don't know. It just looks a little bit better with the emotes. You know, it's not great still, but you know, they should have done like fully animated face. You know, like a cartoon. But
I feel like this movie just exists just to justify why Scar has an English accent and Mufasa doesn't.
Let's say why. Well, then we get why he's named Scar too. So kind of curious about that. We got Jason in the house. What's up, Jason? So what's up, guys?
Jason.
How's it going? I need advice. I received early screen tickets for Sonic 3 and everything was chill. Watching it on Wednesday and Thursday with a huge gang.
Nice.
But right now, I also received Mufasa early screening for Wednesday as well. So I am a bit torn. Which one would you have gone with?
I probably would. I'll go Sonic.
I would go Sonic. I would
Sonic,
go Sonic.
definitely. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would go Sonic.
Yeah,
I think that'd be a more enjoyable time.
If you don't mind if you love the Lion King but like don't care about the story, then Mufasa might be fine. It might be a great time, and people might love that movie. Just not me.
Yeah. But
yeah, that's definitely my Friday my Friday after work plans to go see Sonic.
Yeah. I'm looking for a late show, and it sucks because there's like no like really late shows. So I would have to go probably Friday or Saturday after the kids are put to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
But it was like the last show is like 9 in a lot of these places. I was like, what the hell, man? Like at least they give me a 10 o'clock one.
Not think about adults. Think about kids.
Yeah. Honestly, Mufasa's gonna be better than the last one because its story doesn't have original story to live up to. Kind of. I mean, for the most part, it's not following something, but at least it has to lead to the part where Scar's the bad guy, and Mufasa's the king.
Mm-hmm.
And from the trailers, I don't know how they're gonna do that.
No, I think they're going to definitely get that because he's going to go to New Pride. My problem is going to be the idea how Mufasa was always supposed to be like the king, and Mufasa, deserved to be king of the Pride, and then the way he carried himself and the way he was talked about, like he was amazing, like his amazingness, and his aura around him was, he was always regal, but it doesn't seem like he was regal when he was younger, like how they're making it seem. So I don't know how you do that. So,
see, I didn't get that from, because I think he was like a kid, because he's like adopted into the royal family, but I think they're gonna find a way where like, oh no, but he's the true leader, he's the true descendant of whatever.
I said that, but I don't think that's gonna happen anymore.
Like the whole Moses kind of,
I don't think they're going to do that anymore. As much as I said, I thought that was going to happen. That's the scene that I don't think that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Or he's the king of, because they're going to a new area. They're going to say, I want to have my own pride, and they're going to go to this new area. In the new area, should have been the proper. Find out he was supposed to be there. That maybe that's it, but not of the pride that where they are originally with Scar.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I'm kind of curious to see how they do it.
Same.
Yeah, it's because their brother is from a different mother. Yeah, pretty much.
I know. I was being facetious.
Yeah. And then Collector. All right, man. Have a good night. Again, happy belated birthday. Appreciate you coming in. Appreciate you posting and coming in on our Facebook group too. So coming in, dropping all the cool collectibles that he gets, all the movies and stuff. So, but yeah, it seems like everyone's saying Sonic. Sonic. Yeah. Also, which movie is better suited for a good date, Sonic or Mufasa? Ooh, probably Mufasa. If you're going on a date, I would say Mufasa.
Yeah,
Mufasa would be better. Might be better. Yeah.
Sonic is more like a bro movie. Like. Mufasa seems to be more of a better date movie.
Yeah. I'm not looking forward to seeing more Beyonce though.
Yeah,
hopefully she's limited. Very,
dude.
very
Even doing voiceovers, her acting is total shit. Jesus Christ, I'm still not over her performance in The Lion King.
Man, I don't like it, but I'm not going to say nothing.
I will.
I'm afraid of Beehive.
I think they got bigger issues to handle right now.
Yeah, I think this is pretty minuscule.
Hey, small victories. That's what you.
Yeah,
Yeah, be careful of small victories. I don't want to be that small victory.
Yeah. Some say Mufasa had the force all around.
Oh, I see what you
I had
did
the
there.
force all around him.
Yeah. What's up, Tony? He goes, well, hot damn. Spoiler Kings.
Spoiler Kings.
What's up, Tony? Brian want to rock bottom this movie so bad.
Dude, I'll do a spine buster first, and then I'm going to give it the people's elbow, and then then I'm going to do it.
Yeah. Good call on the spine buster.
So like this, Kyle said, don't go on a date with Sonic. You don't want her to think you're a speedster, or you relate to that. That guy go fast.
Or did you? Never mind. I was going to say something about Knuckles. Never mind. Never mind. Taking it back.
I did not expect that.
Good old Tails.
Yeah, wow. If Mufasa will get the same output as Lion King. If it does, I mean, then that's a huge win. I don't know.
Getting to $1 billion is going to be hard for it. I mean, I want it to get there, just because I want to see Disney have that next $1 billion movie. I don't care about the movie itself, though, even though I probably won't see it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Jason liked that one. You guys are lifesavers. Here you go. Said, do you think Agatha All Along will get renewed for season 2? That's the rumor, right? That it is getting a season 2?
That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be mad at another season.
Yeah.
I'm kind of like, with the MCU series, I'm kind of asking myself which ones are going to get a second season. Because a lot of them, let's face it, seem like they're just one-offs to bridge certain gaps. But I'd be good with a second season, especially considering that it seems very much in its own kind of corner, kind of still part of the MCU, obviously, but just kind of doing its own thing. That's not kind of like tying
it's
into
almost adjacent to it.
Yeah, adjacent. That's the word. That's the word. Yeah.
Would you rather have Agatha season 2 or Loki season 3?
Agatha season 2.
Yeah.
I think they've gone as far as they need to with Loki as far as the show goes, and who knows what capacity he'll show up in Doomsday or Secret Wars. I think having him pop up kind of here and there is the way to go.
You wouldn't be able to, because if so, the storyline with God Emperor Doom, he has to get the power of the multiverse, and it seems like they're not going to use the Beyonder. They're going to use Loki, God of Stories.
That's what I'm thinking.
For that line.
That would.
If that's the case, then he has to take that away from Loki, and that would go right after Doomsday. Loki season 3 will flow very well into what's going on with Marvel. So I think that's why they will probably, because I know they're in negotiation right now for Loki season 3. And I think it'll flow very well into it. Question is, Agatha really surprised the hell out of me. So I don't know what the answer is. I'm just saying that Loki season 3 probably is going to happen too.
Yeah.
Should be good.
But it would have to happen. It would have to happen after Doomsday, like you said. So he would need to be involved with it, and everything happens, and then, because right now, if it's just the end of season 2, without him popping up anywhere else, I don't see a good reason to really mess with that. Besides, a movie would change what's going on with Loki.
I don't know if you could do Agatha season 2 without doing Vision Quest first.
You probably could.
They already said Vision Quest going in 2016. They already had a Scarlet Witch, coming out on 2026. Sorry.
Yeah.
So I mean, I feel like there's no way to do an Agatha before that. it doesn't. It just doesn't.
No, it doesn't make sense. I mean, you would probably do it after Vision Quest because I'm assuming it's gonna tie in somehow with Wanda, somehow, But if you could do Agatha, where it's just them going after Tommy, when you don't even need to bother with Vision at all yet.
That's what Vision Quest is supposed to be.
I mean, you could. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it could be just Vision becoming Vision again.
Yeah,
that's why you have Agatha there. I mean, Agatha got Scarlet Witch there too. They're supposed to be going after getting their kids together.
Yeah,
that's their quest.
Yeah, but he has to become Vision again because right now he's not really Vision. He's just
which is probably will be half the season. The other half the season would be. I mean, why else would you have Scarlet Witch there?
Yeah,
she's only care about one thing, and then you do Agatha because once maybe they get Tommy, and then you could do trying to figure out how they get together and put them all together and have this magical side of the MCU.
Yeah. But I mean, that's what I kind of want to see, like what Brandon was saying, like it's like adjacent with it. I think Marvel shows work best in that capacity. When you try to tie it into a bigger picture, then I think you start getting more issues. When it's its own thing on the side that later can tie into movies, I think that's the best way to go.
But those are the ones that people don't like.
But I mean, well, look, WandaVision, that didn't really tie into anything. It was its own story until
tied right into Multiverse of Madness.
It didn't. Well, it did, but
it did 100%.
Yeah. No, but I'm just saying, like, yeah. But that was a reshot, though. It wasn't supposed to, and then they're like,
"Oh, so Wanda was always supposed to be there. They were supposed to have Mephisto there too, but it was always going to tie into."
No, they were never supposed to have Mephisto. They were supposed to have Doctor Strange. They said they were never.
You're right. It was supposed to be Doctor Strange in it. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
But it still tied right into. Doctor Strange would tied right into Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah.
Now I was talking about Mephisto's going to be in Multiverse of Madness, like because of House of M. But yeah, I was talking about the movie, not the show.
Yeah,
but
even the show, you could say like it didn't, because it ends. The show ends with her hearing her kids. So if they never did Multiverse of Madness, you could just did a season 2, of her looking for the kids, something else.
The Multiverse of Madness was the whole key to all this thing being put together. Like that was, you gotta remember coming out of the pandemic, how important, how big that was.
Yeah.
Like how big and important. So that was the whole reason why they did the Agatha show, was because of the tie-in. So like,
yeah, that's why it was
the point of doing it. So I feel like those shows definitely tied in, and same thing with Loki. Like it's all that stuff still did tie in. Just Loki was better. That was the better one we got with Kang. That was the best thing. The movie just sucked. It was the best Kang version of Kang, getting us Kang, which was supposed to be the main villain for the whole thing. So like all those really did tie in, and even
but they tied in after the fact. You know what I mean? Like the show didn't tie into the movie. The movie tied into the show. That's what I'm saying.
But I think they did the show to tie it into the movie.
I don't think so. I think
so. Like even
they later
the whole
tied in
idea
the
now
movie,
with Tommy.
right?
Now they're going to put Tommy and they're going to put them into the Young Avengers, because the Young Avengers is now going to happen now. They are going to do the Young Avengers now.
Yeah. Which
I'm curious about.
No, they're not doing Young Avengers.
I don't know if
they're
Young Avengers is going to be
the Young Avengers team is going to be a side story in one of the next Avenger movies. Not Doomsday, but I think Secret Wars. It's going to be a side story, like what's it called? Children's Crusade, I think it was called.
Children's Crusade.
Yeah. Like that's gonna be a side story. So instead of having their own movie, the rumor is they're gonna be a side story in the movie instead of having their own movie, which I think is better.
They said they're not gonna have a movie. They're gonna have it's gonna be a TV show.
Yeah,
that's better. Don't do a movie. Do a show.
They're gonna do a TV show with it.
Yeah. I'd say. I'd prefer that.
Yeah,
they need to bring back Emma Furman to play Cassie Lang. No disrespect to Catherine Newton, but by the time they make it, she's gonna be like 30, 31. I think she's already like 28.
Damn. Really?
Yeah.
What's her name? Haley Steinfeld, whatever her name is.
Steinfeld,
Engaged to Josh
Engaged.
Allen, like
Yeah.
so, like she's not young either right now, and that's what the TV show. I mean, I'm pretty sure this was a comic book comic book that talked about the series is going forward. You're going to get the Young Avengers. I think that was the last thing I saw. It was like today.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense too. It's like you, especially if you introduce all the Young Avengers in a TV show. You know, Patriot was in a TV show. Miss Marvel was in a TV show. You get him, Billy and Tommy TV shows. You know, so the only one would be shit. Even Hawkeye. Yeah, Hawkeye was a TV show. Like, so all the Young Avengers were all introduced in a TV show.
Yeah, so that's what they're gonna do.
Keep it there. Keep it there.
Supposed to be next January or February. Yeah. They're supposed to be releasing it. So that's what's like. I know that. That's why I don't see Agatha. It won't happen until after Vision Quest, which will be like in June of 2026.
Mm-hmm.
So like,
and it's not official. Like Vision Quest is officially greenlit. Mm-hmm. I don't know if they're shooting and stuff. Yeah. Like Agatha's not even. This is like the rumor is that it's gonna happen. So so it would for sure be after Vision Quest.
It'll be after Young Avengers.
Yeah, probably
Champions, whatever, Young Avengers, and then you'll get Vision Quest, and then. So my point is that when I said Loki's probably gonna end up happening before. When you said about Castiel raised her wrong. That's because he took the body of her father. That's Castiel's fault.
Wow.
I liked her in Abigail. The only thing that I did not like Catherine Newton in, or that she just didn't do anything for me in, was Ant-Man.
Yeah, it didn't fit.
Other than that, I absolutely loved her in everything else I've seen her in.
Yeah. But and then also I know, since we're kind of talking about Disney Plus right now, there's another rumor that the Nova show got its showrunner. I forgot his name, but he's a pretty good showrunner from what the stuff I saw he did. Isn't
it the Criminal Minds guy or something?
Yeah, I think that's who it was. Should pull it up real quick.
Ed Bernero. Bernero,
yeah.
Ed Bernero.
Yeah, so that's they got him. So we're gonna get Nova, but Nova's gonna be in a show, and I thought that was kind of interesting. I thought did Criminal Minds and Third Watch, so from Chicago too. I didn't know that. But it's gonna be a show. He's gonna be the showrunner for it. And again, I think this is still rumored. I don't think it's been confirmed yet, but I think it's like pretty much it's gonna happen. So they didn't say which Nova they're going with. Not yet. It's still like early, super early. So yeah, but we are gonna get Nova, which is
it's gonna
cool.
be Richard Rider, right? It's gonna be Richard Rider, right? You have to have Richard Rider first. It has to be Richard Rider. So I don't know.
It has to be Richard.
You can't use Sam Alexander as the first. I say that, but maybe they can't.
They did with Ant-Man,
because look what they did with Miss Marvel. She's like the fourth Miss Marvel. She's like the fourth Marvel.
Yeah.
So whatever, maybe.
But even Ant-Man is like they just completely skipped over Hank Pym and went straight to Scott Lang.
But at least Hank Pym was
still in it.
He was
so you would do something like that where like he still talks to Ryder. I think you could do something like that. Like
I hate what they did with Miss Marvel. Like that was something I've always had a little problem in my heart about. Like you just skipped over two of them, pretend like they didn't exist. Photon, like whatever. You just gonna do that?
Okay. Yeah, Captain Marvel. Well, I guess you kind of did Captain Marvel, but it was so stupid in the movie. The whole thing. But yeah, I would love to have them both, Richard Rider and Sam Alexander, a little bit. Like I think that's what they would do, but I think Richard would be more of a like a ghost. I think, like a vision that he gets from the helmet or something like that. So Or maybe more like Iron Man gets to talk to Friday and Jarvis. It's just Richard is in, the helmet, so he gets to help out.
I don't think they're going to do
I
that.
don't know. I don't think they're going to do that, but yeah, I hope not.
don't see it.
Yeah, I think Richard's the way to go. Because then you can kind of do what you got to do and have him directly tie into the Nova Corps, have him tie into the planet that Thanos destroyed. So
I think you can do this with this Doomsday thing with Richard Rider, and then have Sam be his succeeder. Like he'll succeed him. Like I'm the next one in line. Like you don't have to have Richard Rider for a long time. You can do this in 1 or 2 movies, a TV show and a movie, and then let him.
Yeah, that's a possibility. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like they haven't. Well, I guess with Miss Marvel, they kind of did it, but not really. Where she was just part of an ensemble, but they haven't done TV to the big screen yet, like successfully. So they could do it. Yeah, but yeah, that's another thing I thought was kind of interesting. I'm like, oh, we getting some Nova rumors. So yeah, so I'm cool with that. I like that. He's gonna be writer and showrunner. So. Well, I think that was earlier today too, but it's all reportedly rumored, nothing official yet. So who knows?
Well, that's why we get all our information anyway. So
yeah, but cool.
Also, will be Richard Rider. Okay.
Oh, is that what it is saying?
AKA Nova. Yeah, it centers on Richard Rider, TV show.
Okay, that's where they do it.
Mama Bear. Richard Rider.
There's on Twitter, it's particularly knowing Gunn's leaning towards frat boy humor. Hey. I don't think he's leaning towards frat boy humor.
Oh, no, but understand, Richard Rider. What's the nickname for Richard?
Oh, jeez.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's funny. That's funny. Yeah, Jason, hope she enjoys Mufasa.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Oh man. Oh, so here, real quick. I might get laggy a little bit, but I do want to show this. And then we'll get into Superman stuff. See, do they have pictures yet? Who's the dude playing Green Lantern?
Kyle Chandler.
Yes,
Kyle Chandler.
So there's some
Hal Jordan.
Yeah, there's some pictures that came out with him, like I believe like today, and he's all grayed out. Got the interesting look, and it does remind me of like not. It reminds me of the comic, but not the main story comic. His look, but I'm like, damn, that does look like Hal Jordan, like straight from, I think it's like Earth 1 or something like that.
Looks super old. I think the lag, you took lag to a different level, Tank. Just letting you know. I don't know, but look, discussion, DC stream shows, both past and future animated, live action. Like the way he looks does look like Hal Jordan. I mean, I think that's but just looks older, much older. What do you think, Brand Man? Because Tank is frozen. You're sitting
there. I like the look. Definitely gets kind of gives off the I don't want to say grizzled because we haven't seen this yet, but experienced veteran. It definitely gives off that vibe. which I'm good with. I had honestly assumed we were going to get like clean shaven, clean cut Hal Jordan, but this works too.
I mean, for him to be older, I think you have to give a way to make him look,
yeah,
older and to be the, I guess, the person teaching, being the one who's teaching, teaching them how to be the Green Lantern, John Stewart. I hate that idea of the storyline, but it is what it is. This is what they do. They should be around each other at the same time, but
yeah, I'm not too keen on the idea either of John being, no pun intended, green to the whole Lantern Corps and having a mentor figure, but maybe the
apprentice.
Yeah, maybe the execution will be a little bit different than on surface level. But as per Kyle Chandler's look, they had to do something to make the guy look older, because let's face it, for his age, he looks pretty young for his age. So I'm good with it, if that is indeed the look.
Can't hear you.
Can't hear you, Tank.
My bad. I think that is the look. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. I have a comic that's like straight pulled from, so I heard, I was listening when I got froze, where Brian said, like, you don't like the story. I don't like the story either. I wish they were equals,
Yeah, I'd love for them to be on equal footing.
Yeah, but if they're gonna do old Hal, and kill him off somehow and make John the main guy,
I don't want that either. That's the other thing. I don't want that either. There's two main Green Lanterns, and I think that it's Hal and it's John, and those are the ones I want carrying, the lantern for the Green Lanterns, without better words for it. I mean, I don't need,
but
I don't like.
I think you could do that and still have it pay off later, because what if we're in a universe where there's only the Green Lanterns? We haven't got the other colors yet, and we don't get the other colors until we get Parallax, but in order for us to get Parallax, John has to die, or Hal has to die, because he turns into Parallax, so him becoming evil and ultimately like kind of setting up like the yellow, Sinestro Corps, kind of stuff. I can see stuff like that being working, because then you can always bring them back, resurrect them and shit like that. So and then go with somebody younger. It
is comic books. I'm just saying.
Yeah. So, but I did find that a little interesting. I'm like, it's a good old man Hal if you're gonna go that route. I don't like they're going that route, but
I just don't understand master and apprentice type of thing. But
like if it were up to me, I'd have them be closer in age.
Yes.
I think you could have had a Hal that wasn't as old, that wasn't pushing 60, being a mentor figure, but still have him like doing it for X amount of years and have enough experience to take John under his wing. But I would have liked for them to be on equal footing.
Yeah,
I always wanted Hal to be about 48 and John to be about 38
max. Yeah, I'd even,
that'd be cool.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Brian. I'm sorry.
No, just Hal, being a little bit more of the veteran, but John still being able to hold his own and have his own thing to him that's substantial, not necessarily being master and apprentice, but more like brothers type of thing. And we do things differently, but I still have respect for you. That type of thing.
I would have, like I would have liked to have seen them be, equals. That's why, there was a very specific reason John was selected to be a Lantern. He was capable with his military background. We've talked about this in the past. but with his military background, he was more than capable. If to me personally, I don't know how you guys feel about this, but I think his military background really made him the ideal the ideal candidate for the Corps. Even
I mean,
more
even
than
his civilian job, he was an architect. I
yeah.
was like, bro, you're military and
You
you're
know that
architect.
build
You're
crap, right?
exactly what the Green Lantern Corps wants. It's like,
Yeah.
You ready to be a space cop that can build stuff with their mind, like
with their mind, yeah.
Yeah. So
exactly.
I hope they tackle that aspect with John and make him make him capable and efficient before he joins the Corps. That's why he was selected in the comics.
Do Men in Black kind of thing, like he's already a badass, and now you're going into the next level, and you're kind of doing. You know what, Men in Black might be exactly what this movie might be.
Yeah, I
think this is exactly what it is going to be.
Now that I think about it,
you find out like it's still. I'm not hiring a partner. I'm hiring a replacement.
Like
that exact line.
which would be ideal. I hope it's. I hope it's more like Agent K and Agent J and less Detective Alonzo Harris and Detective Jake Hoyt.
I just thought about that. I'm like, holy shit, is this gonna be Men in Black meets what's the show they keep saying? No, the show they keep saying it's gonna be like
True Detective.
Just with with Green Lantern thrown on top of it all.
which is a cool idea, because if it's True Detective with superheroes like they're pitching it, that sounds awesome. That sounds dope.
Yeah.
Because all the partners on True Detective who worked alongside each other were on equal footing, I thought.
Yeah. Is it weird that I think that you're doing a True Detective in a DC series and not have a Batman? Seems very weird. I mean, it might just be me. It might just. It
might be like I think we talked about this before. It might be how they get introduced with Batman. You know what I mean? Like, because right now these guys are like flying around space doing space crimes, and now they get to come back home and do a crime at home. And like, oh look, we got a Superman and this and that, and and then Batman kind of wiggles his way in. It's a show, so I don't think they'll show a Batman, but I think there'll be hints. Hints will be good of like Batman fucking around with their crime scenes and shit.
A newspaper or something like that.
Yeah, there has to be some kind of Easter egg to kind of lay groundwork with it, because they are, Gunn's already doing some very subtle yet effective world building with creature commandos. So they got to keep kind of planting those seeds and at least hint at a Batman who's been operational for X amount of time, especially since he's said that the Bat family is already going to be established or exist in this universe.
Yeah. So, and then I think after Green Lantern, the Batman movie isn't too far off.
No,
right?
Because we're at least,
I don't know his timeline, but
well, of course they said the Batman Part 2 is going to be Elseworlds, which is probably going to be in its best interest. And then who knows what's going on with the Brave and the Bold, other than the fact that it has a director and I think a writer.
Yeah. Yeah, because it'll be Green Lanterns and then something Authority, Paradise Lost, and then the Batman movie. Like that's all going to be like that chapter 1 kind of stuff.
Yeah. So, yeah, the Gods and Monsters, or whatever they said it's going to be. So I'm curious with the Brave and the Bold. They gotta there has to be news on some progress of that. It's in the coming months, I'm hoping.
Something. At least it's here. Yeah. Something about casting, who they're thinking, stuff like that.
Hopefully so. Yeah, about to bring up Robin was one of the heroes on the stick. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Is it called just the Authority? I just because like the picture I'm looking at right now is like super low res.
Yeah,
So,
it's called it's just called the Authority.
Okay. Because the logo is just like there's something written on top and then the Authority in like yellow. So I don't know what was up top, but yeah. But yeah,
we were skating all around the Superman stuff, huh?
I know. I was like, let's just get right into
talk about everything but Superman, right?
Get right into this part of it. So yeah, so we are Lanterns is happening. We're talking about Batman, everything else, but right now, what we are gonna get first on the big screen is Superman. This is the poster. If you go on Instagram, I think on Instagram, they have it's an animated poster.
Yeah,
you know, and you can hear the music, and it's pretty awesome. I would give it that. Like with the music and it moving, it's just like it's like he's like flying. It's really cool. So the a still poster still looks pretty cool. It doesn't do the animated motion one justice. But
yeah, I saw that animated one with the music. The music sounded like a it almost sounded like a amalgamation of the John Williams theme and even a little bit of the Hans Zimmer theme in there. I feel like I kind of caught. But
yeah,
I like the poster. It gives off, and I know this might sound a little weird just looking at the poster, but it kind of gives off the vibe of optimism and hope that James Gunn has been promising is going to be the theme in this movie. And I think that's Superman. I think, I'm without knocking the Snyderverse, because I know that was an acquired taste, and some people liked it, some people didn't. I just think for me that version just never really resonated with me. I don't know if it was the script or them just not doing what I was hoping they were going to do with the character of Superman, but this kind of the poster sets a tone. It very much has a voice. So I'm hoping the trailer delivers the same.
Yeah. Well, you, Brian, what do you think about it?
I mean, the poster itself really gives off Christopher Reeves. Like you feel it. You feel him being the inspiration behind the poster. And then we watched the moving one, amalgamation of all the things that they did, and the song. I think it gave me hope. That's what I felt, hope, when the music was playing. And it kind of goes with the last poster we got, the screenshot we got, because the world is in a dark place and he's the one that's there to give it hope. And if that's what you're doing, I'm with it. I mean, it makes me feel like, that's what Superman is. This is what we need out of him. And I think I told you guys before, I am not a Superman fan. Like I'm a more of a Batman guy.
Sure. Yeah.
The way I felt when I heard and saw all the music and everything, I immediately was like, all right, this might be dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I feel like James Gunn
of this cover, because it's like when it's moving, like it looks like he's flying, but it's also like this, like just the whole color scheme is just, like it reminded me of that like cover,
Yeah, and if it has a throwback vibe to that harkens back to the Christopher Reeve, Richard Donner movies, while still having its own voice, I think that Gunn has nailed it. I like that. Lost my train of thought for a second.
I mean, when you see the poster on Instagram or anything like that, it feels like it's moving. It feels like he's flying through the air, that he's there to save the day, that he is above all things petty. He's actually super a part of Superman. Like, and that's why I don't need a grounded Superman.
No, I don't. I don't need a grounded Superman either. I want to see the big blue Boy Scout.
I want to see him more powerful than everybody. I want him having the conflict I want to see him
Mhm.
trying to be better. He's literally being better than us.
Yeah.
I want to see it that way because that's who we fucking are. Like, I
Yeah.
don't need to see him being like, oh, he's having problems, same problems I do. Like,
Yeah.
no,
You know,
if I had
that's
all the powers, I had all the greatness that I
Mhm.
am, then you shouldn't have those problems. So,
Yeah.
like, I want to see him having different problems because he is so good and he is
Mhm.
trying to be alien-like, but not just alien, but more like wholesome, unbelievably wholesome.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I want that.
That's you know, and you just summed up what Superman should be, you know. That's what I've always kind of, even though I'm not a huge Superman fan, I do like the idea. The idea is appealing to me of this dude who's like pretty much all powerful and just happens to be a, a very nice guy, like a very nice, a very good dude.
A Boy Scout, like you said,
A
yeah.
Boy Scout, you know, who
Yep.
just happened to be, you know, he would just happen to be raised right, as simplistic as that sounds.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah. Well, even with
so
this poster, like the only words beside all the logos is just like "look up," and
Mhm.
I think it's so that is just so simple, you know, for Superman, like you know, because he's flying, so you gotta look up, but also like the hope thing, you
yeah,
know, like look up for the hope thing. It just felt this feels very like traditional Superman.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I like I've enjoyed James Gunn's interviews and the way that, you know, the direction he says he's going. I really like the cast. I think he's made a lot of good moves with the cast. I've only seen David Cornsweet in a couple supporting roles, but obviously he definitely looks the part. Rachel Brosnahan as Lois Lane, I think, is absolutely perfect
Yeah.
because she basically was Lois Lane on Marvelous Miss Maisel. I'm pretty sure that won her the role. You know, Edie Gathegi as Mr. Terrific, because I've always liked that guy. So I'm happy to see him kind of play a bigger role in something.
Mhm.
Uh, the guy playing Jimmy Olsen is pretty much perfect. His name is escaping me at
I
this
can't think of his
point.
name.
Yeah,
You said all the names, well, besides like a few other, but yeah, you said most of the names I know. Because I don't know who's playing Hawkgirl. I forgot her name.
Isabella Merced,
Yeah.
pregnant girl from Alien Romulus,
Yeah.
gave birth to a big alien baby.
Oh, yeah.
Skylar Gisondo is the Jimmy Olsen.
Jimmy Olsen.
Yeah.
You know. But even who they got for Lex, I think, you know, Nicholas Holt as
Nicholas
Lex
Holt.
is pretty interesting because he's a really good actor.
Yeah,
You know,
he's
so seeing
great in
him bald and seeing him be just full on villainous, like he's a
Mhm.
pretty like good actor. You know.
Yeah,
That's what
that'll
take some time for me to see him as a villain.
I
Think
get
so?
that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
So,
think
Well, if you've seen
that's
him,
why I see him. I feel like a nerd hope too.
Mhm.
So
well, if you've seen him in if you've seen him in the Menu, you know he
The Menu.
can play a bastard. He
Yeah.
can play a
He play
little
an
son of a bitch. Yeah,
he's going to be like the greatest, well, second greatest villain in all of everything.
Mhm.
So that's a lot. That's a big order.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Lex is a lot more complicated than like Joker. I'm not saying that Joker's like an easy task, but like Lex is like you need to be the good guy to the public, but also be like this hidden evil guy in the
Mhm.
background. You know?
Yeah.
And I don't think they ever really pulled off like the like Christopher Reeve's Lex. I forgot who that was.
Gene Hackman.
Gene Hackman. I never cared for that version of
I
Lex.
was never really huge on that
never liked
either.
it.
And then
You want
Kevin
Smallville.
Spacey. Yeah. I think
Yeah.
that's
Yes.
the closest we've gotten to the ideal Lex. I think that was the ideal Lex because, you know, we had Gene Hackman and then Kevin Spacey was just basically instructed to do an imitation of Gene Hackman.
Yep.
And then, you know, I still don't know what the heck Jesse Eisenberg was doing.
Oh, I forgot about it. You made me remember that.
He was almost like Joker.
Yeah, friggin'
Strange
Jim
and all that.
Carrey, 90s era Jim Carrey, Lex Luthor.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I'm kind of curious, man. But this is like this poster. Well, if you don't know, Thursday, will be what December 19th. We're supposed to be getting the trailer from what he said and stuff like that. So obviously if you were watching live or watching on the replay, we're going to watch the trailer. Probably the first thing we do is watch that trailer because we're gonna probably talk about it for so long afterward.
That's what I'm counting on.
Yeah, but but for a poster, I didn't expect a poster to drop in. Just a very simple, very, I think, cool poster. If you haven't seen the animated one, go on James Gunn's. I think it's like his Instagram. I think it's on there. If you follow him on Threads, I think it's on there as well on James Gunn's. So yeah, definitely go check out the animated one because it is pretty cool. But well, you guys got anything else? I don't want to say too long on.
No, I mean this is it. I'm done with it. But
definitely I think that's most
IMAX.
Yeah, 100% IMAX.
I almost want to be released on the 4th of July. I almost want that just because it just feels so much more patriotic. Like, let's go.
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, what would be more truth, justice, in the American way than it coming out on July 4th, right?
Is that a week? Oh, I know the weekend.
It's literally 1 week.
July 4th is a Friday, so that would.
It's the week before,
right? Yeah, that's right. But cool. We want to hear it from you guys, so leave a comment down below. Let us know what you guys think about this poster. Make sure you subscribe and hit that bell notification so you know when we go live, because Thursday when the trailer comes out, we're gonna be talking about it, and it's like probably watch it a couple times. Especially if it's a good trailer, then hell yeah. Hopefully, I hope it's a good trailer. But yeah, so we want to hear from you guys. Hit that like button and come out and hang out with us when we talk about this. And we're still talking about Creature Commandos on Thursdays as well. So we're gonna get that going too. And if you are in the live chat, you guys stick around because we're gonna get to all your comments right now. I saw Mama Bear.
We got the band Mama Bear for her jokes. I tried so hard to just ignore it. And when she said Lois Lane is the one who could raise the third hammer, I was outside myself. I had to look at it, focus on Superman. I really did. I was like, what the hell, lady?
That's what I was like. At one point I had to stop looking at chat because you're gonna break me. I can't.
That was
because it all started with Brandon coming in like, can Superman lift Thor's hammer?
He's like, third hammer. He's like, oh no, the third hammer.
Wonder Woman can. Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh man. Yeah. Jeez. That's why I'm like, okay.
It's so true. It's so true.
What else we got? Jason says, since the beginning, 100% curious to James Gunn take with Superman. I think the best Superman and Clark Kent we've seen in recent times is Tyler
Hoechlin.
Tyler Hoechlin. Yeah, from Superman and Lois because of how grounded he is.
I think it works for a TV show, but I don't think I needed a grounded Superman for introduction of Superman into the DC comics. Yeah.
I don't want to see kids. Not for a long, long time. No. It works for a show. It works for the show because you have different things going on when you have a family, but for a movie,
Yep. In the context of the show, it definitely worked.
Oh, kids were still annoying at times though.
Which one?
Yeah, it was both of them. I mean, the ending was pretty good. I watched the ending the other day.
Oh yeah, the ending really got me. Got a little misty eyed during that.
Ace saying, I agree. I feel the same way about Batman. I'm tired of grounded Batman.
Yeah, I would like peak human Batman kind of facing off against like some of the other fantastical villains from the DC universe, but I get why they do grounded Batman from time to time, and so far it's worked. But I would like to see something a little more fantastical. It looked like they were kind of headed that way with the excuse me, with the Snyderverse, but well, depending on how you feel, unfortunately, that universe is no more. But I think that's the closest we've gotten to it.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, unless you count was it Batman and Robin, Batman Forever.
What?
Yeah,
those started getting
they don't exist.
Weird.
They never happened.
Started getting weird with it.
It never happened. I don't know what you're talking about, man.
But you don't like the bat nipples?
Never happened. Didn't occur. I don't know what you're talking about.
It just didn't happen.
I will give Batman Forever a little bit of a pass, only because of Nicole Kidman in that movie. I just had a big thing for her in that movie.
Yeah, that one was still a okay one. I like Chris O'Donnell as Robin, so that was a good casting.
Yeah, it was. There were some things that came out of it I liked. The soundtrack.
Oh, jeez.
Jim Carrey was pretty awesome as Riddler.
Yeah, that's Batman and Robin though.
Oh no, yeah, no, that we do not talk about. That we do not talk about.
Oh, that was so bad.
That so bad. Someone signed off on that.
I feel the most bad for Alicia Silverstone. Like she signed on to that, and that was the beginning of the end of her career. Because after that, it was like,
even though that was a really good casting, I thought she was really good. But
and at that point,
the story sucked.
At that point in time, casting her made sense. And I guess she got lambasted a lot. Because of her weight or her alleged weight gain. She looked pretty much the same to me as she typically does, but yeah.
Well, Mama Bear said I have reasons not wanting it on July 4th. not being.
I just thought it was because of Jurassic Park.
Yeah. And then
is that July 4th?
Yeah. It's number 7.
Yeah.
I just always forget about it. Yeah, because the first trilogy, second trilogy, and then this one. Like, damn. What's up?
I'm gonna give that one a fair shot. I like the director and I like the cast.
He said it's gonna have more of Jurassic Park 1 vibes, which I'm like, yes, please.
So because it's Gareth Edwards who did Godzilla 2014, Rogue One, which I love. So we're gonna I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah. What time are we reacting? So we go live 9:30 Central.
I'm gonna say like 9:45. We should be.
Yeah, I mean we'll probably jump into it like pretty quick because I'm gonna do my best not to watch it. Because I'm assuming it'll probably drop like first thing in the morning, kind of like the poster dropped like fairly early in the morning.
Yeah,
so
doesn't the Warner Brothers website have like a live countdown?
Does it?
I think I saw that earlier.
I didn't know that.
So I'll hold off until I watch it with you guys.
Yeah, I mean it's gonna be damn near impossible not to get spoiled, just because every social media is just gonna be like screenshot.
Oh yeah,
you're gonna wake up in the morning. You're gonna look at your page, and it's gonna be right there on you.
Yeah. Everyone is gonna have their opinion by like 8 o'clock in the morning. Like 80 videos out. Jim Carrey did kill it. Tommy Lee was not the best pick for Two-Face. It didn't
make sense.
It was too goofy.
Yeah. And it wasn't the casting so much as his approach to it.
I mean, he's not the actor you pick for something like that. It's like
no.
Like, hey, who's a great Two-Face? Let's get one of the grumpy old men. Like is he even in that movie? I always assumed he was. But no, he just always had this like. I mean, Tommy Lee Jones, even when he was like in his 40s, still looked like he was 70. Like,
Yeah, that dude was
just
just born old.
You can't say that. I mean, we've seen him younger, and I mean, if anyone's always been old, it's been Morgan Freeman.
Yeah, Morgan Freeman. Yeah,
Morgan Freeman's high school picture or chisel, because they didn't have pictures back then. He was old. Stay still for 35 minutes. Yo.
Oh man, it's another Jurassic Park. Yeah, Jurassic World. What's this one called? I know they announced it.
Jurassic Park 7. This time we're gonna get it right.
Eventually, Jurassic Park is just going to turn into like Planet of the Apes, just with dinosaurs, right? Is that what it's turning into?
World Rebirth?
Yeah. Kevin said, my only concern with good reviews, people isn't going to give the film a chance to make profit at the box office. Yeah. That's going to be the big thing they're going to battle. But if it's a good movie, it's hard. It's hard for people to complain. Not saying they won't. I'm just saying it'll be harder for them to complain. Damn, Fantastic Four, 600 to 800 million. That's the early predictions.
I guess that makes sense. That's an average MCU movie.
Yeah. Yeah, don't look at social media very much. Says, I went live on Twitter today. 328 people joined in total, including someone who used to work for Marvel. Damn, for real?
Wow, Ty, I see you.
Very nice.
Man. Throw up your Twitter handle. Give you a follow.
Yeah, for sure.
That's the thing about Twitter, man. I'm not paying for it.
Hang on, I'll be right back.
Yeah, no, I'm not paying for it. Yeah, go ahead. I'm gonna take this down.
Give me a sec. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
I'll be right back, guys.
Yeah, go to Brian.
I'm just going to. I have like a crazy itch on my back, so I'm going to take this hoodie off.
Hey, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
I don't want to wait. I don't want to leave nobody here, so I'll wait.
I sent that.
Yeah, I see
that link, which is a much better one. Although even though I think this one might be older too, because there's no Harley Quinn on it, the Harley Quinn animated show.
Mm-hmm.
That's technically in Elseworlds in there. Yeah, that's a lot of people, man, on Twitter.
And getting people to come and do Twitter still. I mean, I used to like Twitter and going live on Twitter. Just
yeah. I'm less and less on Twitter now. I still have the app. I just took it off of my home screen, so it's mostly at Threads, Blue Sky. I'm trying to get into Blue Sky, and Threads. I like Threads though. But he's asking if we're available the morning or whenever it pops out. It'd be cool to do. But it's best to save it for a show.
See the difference. I'm the only one who could do something in the morning time. I don't think these two guys could.
Hey man, you're the boss, so you can walk in whenever you want. Ain't no one can say anything to you.
Like, hey, you walked in today. That's what they say. Hey, you came in today.
Yeah.
Like, of course I do.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm usually at work, by 8. I should be at work at 7.
I'm up at 6. I am not at work till 10 ish.
Yeah, for me it's usually anywhere between 8:30 and 9:30. Usually get there.
Yeah. So, and then there's still I think I really, really want to do probably not this year, but soon, maybe in 2027 or something like that. John Camping keeps talking about he wants to retire. He's gonna retire soon and blah blah blah. And I'm like, I want to take a week off and really try, do Spoiler Kings in the middle of the day, for a solid week and see what happens.
I'd be down for that.
I mean, I would have to use a vacation week just for it, but but it would be like, do it like same thing what Campia does. He does his, the daily show, and then he does things at night. So I would want to do something like that and make a solid week to see what happens. But again, like you said, that's not gonna be for another couple years. Hopefully by then we have a decent following.
Right.
Well, but so HBO White Lotus, Last of Us be a success. I mean, I mentioned a bunch of them. HBO is going to steal the Emmys in 2027. No, this year.
Yeah,
right?
we're talking about it. This year,
this upcoming Emmys will be 2025. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Damn.
I don't know what it is, but I want to go this time.
Yeah, man, go. Brandon's going to slip into something more painted on. That's funny. The full live is on my account. He dropped a lot of inside information. That's awesome. On Twitter. You should be able to drop a link because you are a member. You should be able, because I know a lot of times the bot I used to have would block links. But yeah, we'll be here for it. We'll be there for it. Nice. But yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking. Because if Campia retires, I think during the day would be a nice time to go. One of our guys in our sports channel, before the NFL season starts, he would go on during the lunch hour time and talk about football. And for him being a small channel, like a couple hundred subscribers, you got a decent amount of views, during the middle of the day, because you got to figure people are on lunch, they want to just listen to something, while they're working. So, stuff like that works.
I agree. Yeah, I'd totally be down for doing something more midday.
Yeah, because then that'd be the main, the ultimate main goal is to have this be my daily job, because I would much love that.
Oh, I would absolutely love it, man.
Yeah,
totally with you on that. So yeah, just let me know when. I'm sure I can lay aside the time.
Yeah, like I said, it wouldn't be for not this upcoming year, maybe the year after. Stuff like that. Because I would want to wait a little bit, but it is something like in the back of my head, like years down the road. See, I'm looking up your They said I got a Wonder Man profile pic. I saw you. Oh, you did one of the audio kind of thingies. I forgot what it's called. Nice. Yeah, 328 people. Heck yeah, man. I'm for sure gonna listen to that. Yeah. Oh, cat. Sorry, my cat went on my keyboard and opened up
18 windows at the same
my
time.
Adobe.
Really?
All right. Sorry. Can you hear me?
Yep.
No, my cat walked across my keyboard and pressed my hotkey to open up my Photoshop and my Premiere. So he opened up 2 Adobe at the same time. I was like, son of a bitch.
It's a good job. All right, definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Good time.
Yeah, so close out a few windows. Cool. You guys want to do Dune real quick, or you want to talk about Kraven? So I haven't seen Kraven, so I can lead it. I'll let you guys do your review. But Dune should be pretty quick. as long as we don't bitch about it for 30 minutes.
You can do Dune first. It's not
we can.
You do Kraven too, because I mean, people. You guys tell us what to do.
Yeah.
You guys want to hear us? You want to hear us complain about Kraven, or you want to hear us complain about Dune?
Yeah.
You're. Yeah. Go in there and real. Sorry. Am I still laggy? I feel like I'm like super like glitchy. But yeah, let us know what you guys think. Which one will have the harshest compliments? I haven't seen Dune, so no lag.
Kraven's probably one of the harshest comment. Probably the harshest.
Interesting. So Kraven, you're Kraven. Everyone wants to hear Kraven first. Yeah, that might be for the best. No one cares about Dune anyway, even though it's like coming to the end. No one watches the Dune. Although our last episode did pretty well. But yeah. So real quick, I did want to talk about this. Well, we get that. We got news about our Saturday, show that we watch and talk about on Saturday, Silo. They officially announced season 3 and season 4 is coming out. We're getting the entire story is going to be told. Pretty excited about that. The author of the books came out today. Hugh Howey, and said we're getting a season 3 and season 4, which is going to give us the complete story of Silo. What do you guys think? We're getting 4 seasons, 2 more seasons.
I mean, there's no doubt that I wanted that I want to finish the story. I love what they're doing, and Apple is doing a great job with it. So I'm very happy that we're getting more Silo. People really need to join and try it out. The TV show itself is so very good.
Yep.
But the more I'm getting to the books, and they're fire.
Yeah.
and I'm enjoying how the TV show is different than the book and how they're changing things up. So, I mean, if you want something that's not going to just be the same crap that they regurgitate all the time, Silo's good.
Yeah. Silo's a lot of fun. I haven't read the books yet. I do plan on reading them.
I really enjoy it.
Yeah. It's really good. Great cast. Production is really top notch, and an amazing story. Super fun, interesting, intriguing story where you're just like from the first episode you're just like caught, and you're just like hooked, and you just want to know more, and you keep taking you down this rabbit hole of mystery and what's really happening
down the silo.
Yeah. You start falling down the silo hole. The side hole. Combined it. But I am glad we got a season 3 and season 4 announced, because that means they can pretty much do them back to back, kind of film them at the same time and be done with it, because they don't have to worry about like, are we going to get it the next season? So I hope production for season 3 starts soon, and then season 4 shortly after that. So it should be going. We don't have to get a 2-year wait or something crazy like Severance.
Yeah, that's the big pain about a lot of the shows, especially ones like this on the streaming services, that sometimes it's 2-3 years.
Yeah, that's how the first Silo came out, like in July or August, and then the next one came out like 17 months later. So like they've been doing a really good job with that.
Yeah. So, that's our kind of like a surprising good news for Silo. So, we get the end of the story, but unfortunately, we only get 4 seasons of it. But I'd rather have a 4-season show that tells us the full story and doesn't overstay its welcome, rather than sticking around for like a decade.
Yeah, wears out its welcome.
Yeah.
Not every show needs to be Walking Dead.
Number 18. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. A spin-off from the spin-off, and we got a prequel spin-off. So,
not as afraid as you should be afraid of The Walking Dead. The Walking Dead, this time we were going to jog.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
Speed Walking Dead. Yeah. All right. Let me pull it up and we'll talk about Kraven. Seems like everyone wants to talk about Kraven. So what I'll do is I'll put you two up there and let you guys have at it, because I haven't seen this movie yet. So I'll just kind of guide the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Then let's go. Like I said, by the way, on the live, the insider joins around hour 13-minute mark. Okay. I'm definitely gonna listen to that. Like as soon as we're done with the show, and when I start editing and stuff, I'm gonna put that on.
Yep.
Yep. All right. Let's get ready to rip into this new one. Yeah. All right. Let's go. All right. Welcome to the Spoiler Kings. My name is St. Kramer. We're Brandman Brandon over here, Brian the Grizzly over there. And these guys are going to review Kraven. Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to see it this weekend. I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing from what I heard. But these guys saw it. So we're going to get into our ratings, likes, our dislikes, and everything kind of in between. So we'll start off with Brandman.
Do a synopsis?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. See, that's how much I just want to skip it. So we'll start off with Brian with giving us a synopsis of what this movie's about.
Sure. Kraven's complex relationship with his ruthless father starts him down the path of vengeance, motivating him to become not only the greatest hunter in the world, but also one of its most feared.
Okay. So
that's what happened.
Yeah, okay. Take it. So we'll get into our likes, and we'll start with Brandman. What you like about Kraven the Hunter?
To be fair to the movie, from an action standpoint, I liked the action sequences. I thought that it was a fun watch in that regard. It didn't shy away from the gore factor or from the blood factor, which I think was pretty good if you're doing a solo film with Kraven the Hunter. The acting was pretty competent. Aaron Taylor Johnson, I don't think I've seen a bad performance out of him. Ariana DeBose was solid in it. Russell Crowe was pretty good. The actor,
I thought Russell Crowe was really good. I enjoyed
the actor who played Kraven's brother. I think his first name's like Fred. Yeah,
Fred Hedger.
If that's how you say his last name, definitely. So Alessandro Nivola was pretty good. So there were, as much as I rag on this movie, it wasn't without its merits in that regard. I have to be fair to it.
Yeah. What about you, Brian? What you like about it?
The idea. Like they had a great idea, right? But the problem was when we have a good idea, you actually had to write behind it, and that was where it off with the shit. But the idea of this was really good. I mean, they had some really good actors doing some good jobs. That's they know how to the idea of how to put a movie together. That's never been the problem. The problem is they're doing it. Brandman was talking about off screen. Yeah, doing it without a Spider-Man character, doing it without thinking about detailed writing, and some of the writing was so bad. It was just I can get on the bad later, but
supposed to be the good stuff.
It's so bad. No, I thought that Aaron Taylor Johnson is Kraven. That was perfect. The casting for him and him being in a Spider-Man movie would be awesome. Really, I understood the love for his brother. I understood all of those things. And I didn't roll my eyes at any of the acting, so those are good things. It was beautiful. A lot of scenes were really beautiful. Were really cool seeing these animals in that way. They definitely had something by it. What was okay. Like something about it was just like I was drawn in, and I never wanted to get up and walk out of the theater. So that's a good thing, right? Battle Web. I wanted to walk out of the theater like 35 minutes into. I was done. I never felt that way with this movie. I felt like it was okay. So yeah, the best thing I could say about it is it was okay.
It's okay. All right. Well, Brian already kind of started with some of the dislikes.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I'm sure there's many. But we'll go to Brandman. What were some dislikes for you?
The fact that they called it Kraven the Hunter, I think, was my hang up with it. They just it went the progressively annoying route of taking a villain and saying, "Oh, the villain's not so bad." I that's getting to be a very tired trope for me, and I think had they leaned into the more villainous aspect of Kraven, but the problem is, I bet they didn't want to do that because there's no Spider-Man in their villain-verse movies, so they backed themselves into a corner in that regard. I think that, like I said, I even though I thought Ariana DeBose did a pretty good job acting wise, her character was also kind of flat. I thought. I also think that the ending was a rush job with Chameleon showing up and being like, "Oh, stop pretending like you're not a villain. You are a villain." But the entire movie was basically the rest of the movie leading up until was clearly saying otherwise, I thought. And just kind of, making him an animal protector, an animal activist, I think just really that was their easy way out, because they really want you to believe that this interpretation of Kraven is a villain, but at the same time, the rest of the movie is clearly trying to hammer home the fact that he's not. So, I thought they played it too safe in that regard.
Yeah. That was one of the worries I had going into it, is like how good of a good guy is he going to be, and how villainous is he going to be?
Yeah.
And I don't know if they're going to hit that right. So, okay. Brian, what else you got? Some of your dislikes.
So, all right. There's a lot to not like, and most of it goes with the writing was putrid. I mean, the words they're saying, the things they actually had to have in a script were terrible. Like it doesn't even follow logical conversation. It's
damn
stupid. Like sometimes they're talking, and you're like, that's not even the next thing I will say. Why would you even say that? I felt like that in itself, the writing part was bad. And the acting is they're trying to make the best of it, but it seemed like the script itself wasn't good. Like it wasn't thought out all the way. The things that were happening in the movie just didn't match up, didn't make sense. The idea for him being this great hunter didn't make sense. Like he didn't learn any of this stuff, so all of a sudden he just got it out of osmosis. That was weird. Having
really?
all these other doctors, the Dr. Miles Warren, so he turns into, or having the Chameleon or the Rhino and all these other villains that they're name dropping all throughout the movie the entire time. But why would you do that if this is the last one? It didn't make sense to be name dropping these people in a movie that's about Spider-Man that's not about Spider-Man. And I think that started to really get on my nerves when especially when they said Miles Warren. That really got on my nerves. I was like, why are you going to drop the Jackal now?
Right.
what are we doing right now? Why are we doing that?
Was that like one of those things where like they name dropped and kind of like it felt like they just kind of looked at the camera like was it like that?
Why are we doing this right there? That bothered me in itself too, and I knew that what was brother there what they were going with, with the chameleons thing. I saw that coming because they kept on doing the same trope over and over and over again, right? The same one. It's like, okay, I'm even going to pretend to change my voice. I can do it. I can sound like anybody. Like, shut up. Like it started to get annoying, but like they had pieces there that could have been really good. Like the idea with getting him to be a villain. I feel like he still was a villain because he's killing everybody. He really was killing. He was killing a lot of people from the beginning. But like they had a way to get him to the Kraven from Kraven's Last Hunt, and they just didn't do it. Even the way when he got his vest was very stupid, and I just thought that was just ludicrous. Like, why would you do it then? And you had that for a year. What are you doing? None of the stuff made sense. It's like they only talked at once a year, but he had a phone that he answered every time he called him. Like the stuff just doesn't make sense, right? Like logically, you like that. If this is your favorite person in the world, why wouldn't you just answer if they called you? It was a lot of things like that that just didn't make fit together.
Yeah, like nothing felt. Oh, my bad. Nothing felt real world like.
This wouldn't happen.
Especially if you said the conversations just felt unnatural. That's one of the worst things you could do. Like it's for me because if everything feels so weird, it's just
it was sucks. Like Brandman, I don't know if you feel like this, but the Rhino was like, man, my skin is so so bad that all of a sudden just turns into like this impenetrable armor. And when I get myself this shot, I'm good to go. Like, what? Thanks, Mega Shake. Like I was like, what are we doing here?
It's basically a weaponized rash.
Exactly. I was like, what? What is this? This is where we're going? This is what we're doing. So and then it still didn't explain why. I understood his skin. Then why did he get horns? Like what? Like none of that made sense. He didn't just transform into a rhino for no reason. Like his skin just changed, and then all of a sudden he just got a horn. Like what? Like I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't think that someone watched it at the end and said this makes total sense because they had a good idea. The idea is there. And they just did not deliver.
Yeah. Isn't that all of the Sony verse though? It's like good ideas.
I don't think Morbius had any good idea. I don't think anything about that was a good idea. I don't think Madam Web was even remotely like who the hell
that one really wasn't
Madam Web. Like but this, like it could have been good. There are parts of it that were good. That only made the parts that are cringeworthy worse.
Yeah. That does suck. Any last thoughts before we get into our ratings? Any likes or dislikes you guys might have missed out on? No.
I'd say that was about it, as far as I'm concerned.
Questions. So, him being a great hunter, and then lions don't get cold, huh? Like, they don't.
Right.
That's why he doesn't need a jacket or none of that stuff. He can just run through blizzards in Russia
without a shirt on,
barefoot.
Cheetahs don't. Explain it to me, guys. Explain it to me. I don't understand.
Do they explain? So I had a question. Do they explain how he gets these superpowers?
Yes.
Is it a good explanation, or is it kind of just like
it's like stupid? This badass lion accidentally bled on the spot that he got this magical voodoo liquid at the same time, and it's happened to mix, and then you got this badass powers.
Yep.
I mean, it's not the worst.
Well, Calypso is the reason why he got some of his power. So that part, once again, they had all the ingredients to put it together, right? It's like going to IKEA. You ever see those commercials, like the Bounty commercials, where they're like, "Hey, I finished. What are you gonna do with all these extra parts?" And the table falls apart. That's Kraven.
That's funny. That's funny. All right, let's get into our ratings, or your guys' ratings for Kraven. Now, later, never. Now means you got to go see it right now before it gets ruined or spoiled. Later means you can wait till it's at home and you can stream it, and never means just skip it altogether. Brandman, what you giving Kraven?
I'll give it a later, and it's a later. As in, like folding laundry, nothing else is on, or you need some ASMR. It's one of those types, This is much, much later.
Yeah.
It's
like
especially
now
that
on TV later.
When it's free on TV later, yeah. Like on TNT one afternoon or something.
That's exactly what I was thinking. TNT or a sci-fi channel.
Sci-fi, I know FX shows a lot of the a lot of the Villainverse movies.
Yeah.
So it's a later.
Okay.
Very low tier later.
Yeah, the FXX, yeah. Exactly. What are you giving it, Brian?
Oh, it's definitely the lowest tier of later. It's not a never. It's just the lowest tier of later. So you can explain why they did such a bad job. Like, you need to watch it to be able to explain where they went wrong. Because as I said, it's kind of like having an IKEA project and you put it together and then you finish it and you got like 15 screws and all these little like brackets and things. You say, what do I need all these things for? They must give me extra. And then the table falls apart. And you're like, how? That's it. So, but you don't want to throw away the whole thing. You just want to try to fix it. So that's why it's a later.
Okay. What do you guys think this is on Rotten Tomatoes? Because
I'm going to guess 25%.
Okay. Oh, you're right, man.
I'll go lower than that, probably like a 15.
All right. So we'll start with the audience, because the audience usually is a little more forgiving. With 1,000+ verified ratings, 73% with the audience.
Oh, okay.
Not bad. Not bad. Right. 115 critics for the tomato meter, 15%. So Brandman was spot on.
What?
15%.
It's because the execution of the movie. It was executed poorly.
Yeah. It is really low. that's crazy. Just for what do you think Madam Web is?
Madam Web, it's got to be like a 8%.
I'm gonna say that the audience have Madam Web at 45, and the critics are gonna put it at like 20.
So the audience is the higher number. It is, but it's only 56%.
Okay,
right. The critics 11%. So it's down there with Madam Web.
It deserves 11.
Yeah,
it doesn't deserve 11.
Yeah. So, dang. Yeah. So Kraven, it just I know at the box office. I know we talked about it last week. They wind up removing it from some screens because they wanted to put the movies that they knew were going to make money there. So that definitely affected it. But geez, man, opening weekend domestically, $11 million. That is horrible. Horrible. It was still in like 3,211 theaters, which is a decent amount. You know, that's not too many screens it missed out on. And international 15 million. So for a grand total of 26 worldwide opening weekend.
I will say this. I was in a movie theater, right? 3 people were in there with me.
Oh wow.
2 of them were on the computer bootlegging it.
No shit.
It was
That's
me,
funny.
one other dude, and 2 people in the back bootlegging the movie. I was like, huh? And then the dude after I was like, all right, see you later. He was like, man, I don't even know if I should erase this shit. That's what I was laughing.
That's what I should have had you do, Brian. Just like FaceTime me, put the camera right next to it. I can just watch it right there. Damn, that's wild. That's wild. So
I mean, they had a laptop out.
Full laptop. They weren't even trying to hide it.
What?
At that point, Sony's like, yes, the more people get to see it, the better. That's wild. That's wild. But yeah, so yeah, that's you know, these guys, their thoughts for Kraven the Hunter. You know, we got 2 laters, like way laters. So if you are watching on the replay, leave a comment down below. Let us know what you think about Kraven the Hunter, where you kind of rate it. You know, would you like it? Do you hate it? You know, give us some thoughts of what you thought about the movie. And make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and come and join us when we talk about movies, TV shows, other nerdy stuff. We have a lot of fun in our live shows, so come be part of them with us. And if you are live, stick around because we're going to get into your comments right now. Excuse me.
So worldwide, so the budget was $110 to $130 million.
Mm-hmm.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Ouch. That is gonna be a pretty decent sized loss. They got better with the marketing because at first the marketing wasn't really there, but the last couple months I think they kind of were doing well with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I just thought Aaron Taylor Johnson was a good Kraven, man.
Yeah,
he definitely looked the part.
Like Brandman said, he's a good actor.
He's a good actor. You know.
Yeah.
I think you know, it's too bad that that the script pretty much failed him. You know, very capable actor. And obviously put in the work from a physical standpoint.
Oh yeah,
yeah, he's like jacked, right? He's like super ripped at least.
Yeah, he had like 85 abs.
I was a little jealous. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, you know, yeah, with a better script, I think he, you know, really could have kind of spread his wings more. But he did what he could.
Yeah.
I will say this: Calypso, they got totally wrong.
Yeah.
Like, oh really?
I did Calypso. You know, we all watched. You know, Pirates of the Caribbean, right? Like that's like, you know, a Caribbean character, right? Calypso, not even like the character in the comic books, just the idea of Calypso. You know, like the sea goddess. Like that's what, you know, the sea goddess. You know, so she's usually Haitian descent. Character, it's herself, and her grandmother was definitely like a voodoo person, but in Ghana, because like her grandmother lived in Ghana. But so she wasn't Haitian descent; it was Ghananese, which it was weird the way they were doing it, and I didn't understand why they had to be crossing right there. It was what it was. Said okay, you know, but that's not necessarily what Calypso backstory should have been. I didn't think that was right, and then I don't think that it was a great job. The actress was very good looking. I enjoyed that part, but I don't think she did a great job acting. Like the young girl was better than the older Ariana DeBose. I think she did a great job.
Oh, you don't think she did?
She's definitely, very good looking, but I wasn't blown away by her.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Yeah, plus the character was just like the character herself was just kind of, especially as an adult, was just flat.
Yeah. That sucks.
Calypso, as in herself, like it's a very cool Marvel character, very cool. And it would almost be like Dr. Voodoo being, or Brother Voodoo being, like someone that you talk about in passing and don't put any depth to the character. And that's what she didn't have any depth. Like she was only there to exist for Kraven. Yeah. And I felt like that was wrong. So, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah. But I mean, was she just there just to help transform him? Like that's the only purpose she showed up for in the movie.
Oh, so Calypso is his partner in a lot of stuff. She really is, like, supposed to be his partner. Squirrel Girl is like his girlfriend, and she's like his partner in all this stuff. But I just feel like they missed her, and I feel like the actress is a good actress. I just think that they did such a bad job with what Brandon said, the character.
Yeah,
he kept saying it was flat. I think that's right. I think the character was fat.
That always sucks. I mean, it does, especially with what's her name, Ariana DeBose. Like she hasn't had a good movie in a good 2 years, or a liked movie, because she was in that Argyle movie that didn't do well.
Argyle.
Yeah, she was in Wish.
She was in West Side Story.
That one did well. That one did well.
Yeah, I think West Side Story was like the best of the bunch that she's made in recent years.
I mean, but she can sing though.
Wasn't she in Hamilton?
She was in Hamilton.
Oh, she was in Hamilton. Yeah.
That's the one. She was in ISS, which I thought was pretty good.
Right. I like it,
but movie itself.
Yeah, but I mean, she can sing. Like she can sing. So her being in West Side Story made sense. Her in Wish I thought was good. She was the main the character in Wish. So Squirrel Ghost is GF. Well, squirrels do like. Oh man, Argyle was worse than Jesus.
Jesus.
I normally would laugh at that, but you know what? Argyle was so bad.
It was so bad.
It was so bad.
But it had such good trailers where you just like, oh, this looks like it's gonna be good. Hi, I'm gonna get in trouble showing that one. Yeah, she was there to give him the radioactive lion blood. But if it's radioactive, that would be stupid. But
no. So Tank, no, it was a regular lion.
Yeah,
the lion was just hard to kill.
And it just like bled into a cut,
into the little like vial of whatever. It was just a hard to kill lion. That was it.
Yeah. So, I mean, is it any worse than how Spider-Man gets his powers? Like he was bitten by a radioactive spider, and
it's worse.
He gets worse. It's worse.
It's a lot worse.
Okay. Dang. Yeah. And we got Travis in the house. What's up, Travis? I know I said what's up in chat, but
what's up, Travis?
Yeah, Russia right. It's cold.
It's right. It's cold.
Yeah.
Even though his where his mom's land was also in Russia, far eastern Russia.
Yeah. He goes, I wasn't gonna see it, but then I decided to watch Get Out for the 17th time. Yeah.
I think by Tuesday it'll be on all the bootlegs. So,
yeah, yeah. I was like, dang. So that's the best way to describe it.
it was a IKEA, one of the little dressers. and you put the screws in and all this stuff, and you had a bag full of screws still left over, and just fell over. That's Kraven. Because all of it was there. It was there for the taking. You could have made it good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then shout out, what's up, Hugo Millie. So they miscasted every actor, I feel too. Also, they wrote them wrongly and sloppily. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. Did he have the fear of spiders like they did in Madam Web? Breakdown.
I don't think they did.
No. But he was scared of that lion that his dad got the lion head. Remember that lion that got your hand? I got his head. Like
what the fuck is this, Happy Gilmore?
Something else than Happy Gilmore. That's right. It's Happy Gilmore. It literally had the lion head and like just sitting there looking at him.
Yeah. Oh man. You guys are crazy in the comments with some stuff. Yeah. I was excited to see the rhino though. Yeah, and then who said it was like I laughed. I tried not laughing. That the rhino just basically like he had diabetes and or something like that.
He hooked up his book bag up to his little thing, and then he was good. He had his insulin, and he got good.
The rhino is just a diabetic who needs insulin. Oh man, yeah. And then if I remove his tube, my skin gets really hard.
That's exactly what was said.
That's so stupid.
Line for line. That's what it was.
That's so stupid. Mm-hmm. Oh my god. All right. Just remember when he had that trippy dream and all the spiders started to come down? Oh, what?
Oh, yeah. You're right. He did.
Huh. Forgot about that.
Yeah. See, that could have been even an interesting way they could have tied in all the movies. You know, like somehow, like that spider tribe in Madam Web, like connects everybody. You know?
It was kind of like that in this movie. It really was.
Yeah. Rhino is a side effect of Ozempic. It's the opposite. You get big in rhino skin.
It was so weird. It was like what's it called psoriasis, whatever. It was like
psoriasis. Yeah,
psoriasis. It was like he had psoriasis, and then all of a sudden he got a horn at the end of his face.
Yeah.
It literally was like that. Like, oh, if I unplug this tube, my psoriasis just takes over my body. That's what it was.
I don't get it.
They never explained the horn part. It just
popped up. It's like all that extra hardness went somewhere. It was either on his nose.
What even was that? Yeah.
Or eczema. The worst case of eczema ever.
I know Mama Bear was like, "Oh, let's give him some Jergens, some cocoa butter."
Dude, look, one jar of like the real Palmer's cocoa butter. I know, been bright as rain.
Oh man! So by Tuesday, this movie will be free in every box of Crave cereal. In a slipcover, just a DVD taped to the inside of the box.
That's funny.
It's just the actual disc right in.
In the corner, you see it says "Master."
Masters. Yeah. All right. That was a good one. Man, I don't like it raw, no Vaseline. That's what the horn's for.
Oh my goodness.
All right. Let's just jump into Dune and then we'll call it a night. Oh man. Well, that's a no diddy. Palmer's, thank you. That was just what I was thinking of the Palmer dip. Man, it looks like when you accidentally use scented soaps in the nether region. What?
You gotta see the movie because you know what? There gotta be so many memes that come out of this movie.
Oh, I'm sure. All right.
They just did so many, like they brought so many different characters. This is the first Sony movie that didn't have after a mid-credit scene. It was almost like Sony finally said, "We give up."
Yeah, like that's it. We're done. Well, let me change it back really quick. An article came out recently that Sony they don't have any movies in production right now or anything on the board, so this is the last movie we're gonna see for Sony for a while, and people took that as the Sony verse is dead, and I was like, it's not dead, it's just we're probably not gonna get anything for a while, and I mean a while, I mean,
Beyond the Spider-Verse will change everything.
yeah, because that's going to come out. That's going to keep them having the rights to Spider-Man. I'm sure they're going to do stuff where they release a weird movie every so often. Spider-Man Noir. That's coming out too. So
that's still coming.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So they'll do stuff like that. Like weird dimension Spider-Mans. Just won't do Peter Parker. So they maintain that rights. So. But yeah, it just sucks. But yeah, the Sonyverse is not dead, as in like that's it. They're gonna sell it back, But even though that is a rumor as well, but I think we all said like we doubt that happens
because the amount of money Sony's gonna want. They're gonna say, okay, for the next 10 deals, we're gonna get half the money you're gonna make on any Spider-Man thing. We'll sell it back to you, but it's going to be for $100 billion.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Mama Bear said Sony needs to make Spider-Verse characters every 5 years. Yeah. So and shit, you can do a Spider-Verse animated film every 5 years. Everyone will be happy. You get to keep the rights. 5 years is enough time to do what you gotta do. So yeah. I hope they reset it and make a Spider-Man universe with Miles. That might be the best way to do it.
Might be, at this point in time, might be the best course of action.
I think Sony wants to do that, but I think Marvel wants Miles Morales.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Marvel wants him because once they get away from the Avengers thing, going younger, Miles Morales is going to be key for them.
Yeah, I think so. And it's popular. They know, they want the popular stuff.
They better do Miles Morales before DC does a Milestone. I'm telling you, it's there for the taking.
We need to make a scripted, edited video that we can throw up on YouTube and share it to James Gunn. Yeah, because he sees that shit, man. Like as much as we complain about him like responding to people, like he sees those things, on threads and Twitter and stuff like that. So put it up there like, hey, man, we need these characters, man. Like Marvel dropped the ball, big time, dropped the ball. So here you go, man. It's literally silver platter. Here you have Milestone, a whole collection of characters. Static. People love Static. So
yeah. I'm all for it. I could go on forever. I'll bring out examples. I got physical copies. Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe that's something we'll do. Write something up and record something, edit it, keep it short-ish.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. Or you jump on that train because right now everyone's still talking about recast T'Challa. Like, about you start Milestone. Yeah. So, all right, let's talk Dune. Try to keep this one short so we can go to bed. Let's go. All right, welcome to the Spoiler Kings. We are going to talk about Dune Prophecy, episode 5, which is the penultimate. This is it. The second to last episode. We got one more episode after this. Is it enough? That's kind of the question, because I kind of forgot this was the penultimate.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Do a quick rundown of what this episode was about. Heart is in charge of this like special group trying to find traitors. Valea is doing her things to kind of get in back with the Emperor. Meanwhile, what's her name? Tula.
Tula,
Tula's
the most important part of this episode.
The best part of the episode, Tula finally was able to get back Lila, but then we find out Lila isn't alone. There's her other foremothers, ancestors in her body, and one of them is the original Sister Supreme or Supreme Sister, whatever they called. Was it Rochelle? I think her name was.
Yep,
Rochella or something like that. So she kind of took over and she kind of helped out, which was kind of interesting. But yeah, we'll get into some more details, but that's kind of the major stuff. What's going on. Between Hart, Velia, and Tula. But Brandman, what you think about this episode?
I was hoping things were kind of picking up for me on last week's episode. But this just kind of took several steps back for me. Yeah. It was just a dull episode. I had a lot of trouble paying attention. It had a lot of trouble hooking me. Found myself trying to rewatch it.
Like any parts where you're like it piqued your interest?
Pretty much whenever Emily Watson was on screen and whenever Travis Fimmel were on screen. I think they're the standout parts of the show. Yeah. So they probably hold my attention the most.
Yeah. Okay. What about you, Brian? What do you think about this episode?
I probably liked it more than Brandman did. I thought a lot of stuff happened. I don't know if it was all interesting, but a lot of stuff actually happened. The idea that we now know who Desmond Hart is. I was like, crap. Damn, Tula. So I thought that was crazy. The idea of Lila with her foremothers, I thought that was kind of cool seeing that happen. Seeing the Emperor Haviko, whatever, falling back in love with his son's mother,
Francesca. I think
is that what's her name? Francesca.
I think so. Yeah.
I don't know, Sister Nazir or whatever her name was.
He is a dumbass. He's like
and then did that in front of his wife, right in front of her, right? Like
yeah.
And then he just fell for her, knowing that she's a sister, falling for her again. And then his wife going to Desmond and doing what she did. I was like, this is getting real messy, man. Real messy. And then later finding out who Desmond is. Like, there was a lot of stuff in it to like.
Yeah.
It's just very boring.
Yeah.
What about you?
I mean, same for you, man. Like, same as you was. There's a lot of stuff that happened, and then a lot of times where I was just bored. Like I was like, okay, cool. Like, oh shit, like he found the dress. He knows, like he has proof now, and it's like I really don't care about the Harkonnen, dude. It did seem kind of that whole thing seemed super pointless. Like he got the ring, and I feel like they never really tell us about the rings. Like the rings are super important to the world of Dune. I mean, I guess you get the point. Like, oh, whoever has the ring is kind of the leader, or head of the family, I should say. But I mean, it's a lot more than that. Super interested about the Lila stuff. With her grandmother being in there. I'm like, oh, awesome. And then sidetracked with Valia stuff. It's like,
yeah, I just don't care about Valia's part in this.
Yeah,
at all. Like Tula is the thing that really is like, I'm like, I can't wait to the next episode to hear what the hell happened with Tula. That she gave up Desmond, because now we know Desmond is a Atreides, right? And he's half Atreides, half Harkonnen.
Mm-hmm.
And knowing that, so okay, so that means Tula's his mother, and she killed his father. and got pregnant and gave him up.
Yep.
That's nuts. Like,
Yeah.
that's the revelation. I was waiting this entire time for it. You gonna wait till the last 30 seconds to give it to me?
Right at the end. Right at the end. Like, all we got left is like an hour. A little less than an hour to like get into like all this nitty gritty stuff, you know. And for a show called Dune Prophecy,
You haven't talked about the prophecy at all.
We haven't talked about any of the prophecy. You haven't started creating the prophecy. You haven't like what, like we're just finding out about like the powers, why everyone's having this nightmare, some kind of virus, which I kind of felt disappointed in. I was like, what? It's like a retrovirus. Like, the fuck? Like, how far ahead are you in the future of Earth? You're still dealing with like RNA retroviruses? Like, what the fuck? Like, I felt so disappointed. I'm like you had technology that you literally had to kill because it was so smart. You didn't figure out how to get rid of these retroviruses. I don't know. But Tulu's the best part of it, most interesting part. I keep seeing the Emperor. I'm like, how dumb are you? You don't deserve to be Emperor. Like, obviously he was there because the sisters, the Bene Jesuits, like put him there, and he is dumb. We can control him. You just throw some a woman at him, and then boom, there you go.
It had to be the right woman. He's totally in love. As soon as he saw her, he literally, you could have saw him like literally throw his wife out a running car. That's basically what he did. Like, he opened the door and pushed her out. It's like, kept the seat warm for you, baby.
Yeah.
It was nuts.
Yeah. It was just everything. I mean, like I said, I don't hate it, but it was just like I just feel like I didn't get enough. I just feel like it's not enough to really like keep me as hyped as I want to be with this show. Because it is a cool lore. A lot of cool stuff is happening, but they just kind of say it in really boring ways.
Yeah.
Like when the Atreides, when the swordsman got arrested, I feel like it should have been a bigger deal. And I just felt like it was so bland. In the execution.
You didn't even understand what was going on, because it was like Constantine should have made this a big production. I found out what's going on. I know who you are. You're the mole in this family, and it should have been more, spelled out instead of us finding out from his father. Now, and by the time Javiko whatever is talking about it, like, it's just bland. It's too much.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's almost like this whole show is about raisins and potato salad. That's just disappointment.
But everyone's having it's a bland chicken. Everyone's having sex, and it's like, how do you make it boring?
And like, it seems like
what?
And it seems like they're doing that because they know they might lose people with it. So wait. Here's some tits and ass.
Yeah. Well, in this one, at least there wasn't like they didn't show any tits and ass like the other ones, but it was still like the implied sex. I wasn't sure if the Emperor's current wife and Hart, because she kissed him. I was like, are they gonna do it?
Oh yeah, they're definitely about to do it.
Yeah. So but now it's like, but I'm still curious, because now he wants to kill his aunt, but he doesn't know that's his aunt. It's just like, I wanted to see the sisters doing badass shit, and I got one sister doing a badass thing twice. It's like we didn't get the voice yet. We didn't get all the cool things that make the Bene Gesserit like cool. So I feel like very disappointed, because I don't know if they're gonna execute the final episode well enough. I feel like it's just gonna end. It's just gonna be like another ending. I don't know.
I can see it. I really can.
Now, any last thoughts for you guys? Any you want to see? What do you think about the last episode?
I want to see it pick up.
You got 40 minutes left.
Right.
45 minutes.
I feel like they're doing a lot of stuff because they thought that this is going to be a simple renew and people are going to fall in love with this. And it's just that's not what's happening.
Yeah. I mean, even for like a super fan, you know, it's hard to really care. You know, but
exactly.
Yeah, but we'll see. You know, there's still some things going on that are in play that they have a lot of things to tie up in a very short amount of time.
Yep.
I don't know if they're gonna do it. I don't know if they can do it. So I feel it's gonna be a disappointing finale. I gotta feel it. Yeah. So
I think they're gonna do something that we don't see coming.
They all get powers at the last second.
Or someone blows up the planet.
Yeah. Like they introduced the blue eyes watching them. Who is it? You know, is that going to get paid off? There's so many things that need to get paid off.
And you're asking yourself, how are they going to do it in one fell swoop with one episode left?
Yeah. It's a lot. But we'll see. You know, we'll be back next Monday talking about the Brandon Davis didn't like the movie, so I saw him in chat. We'll get into live chat in a second. But yeah, you know, we want to hear from you guys. You know, we'll be back next week talking about the finale and kind of rate the whole season overall. Because maybe it's an ending that just like, you know, is great. You know, we're like, oh shit, we were wrong. It all built up to this 45 minutes. We'll see. But we want to hear from you guys. If you're watching on a replay, leave a comment. Let us know what you think about this episode of Dune Prophecy. If you have any theories, if you have any ideas, anything you want to see, let us know. Also, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and come and join us for our final discussion for Dune Prophecy next week. Before we move on to some other shows that we're going to get into. But yeah, I appreciate everyone in the live chat. And if you are still sticking around in the live chat, we are going to get into your comments right now. All right. Yeah, I see Brandon is like the spice. Man, I know you really didn't like him. Yeah. But I know you said they keep bringing up the spice. They are, you know, for the spice, they mine spice, but it's not about the spice. It's about the power over the spice, though. That's what it is. Yeah.
Being recognized for being as powerful as you are.
Oh shit.
Hey Travis, thank you.
Travis dropping $10, man.
Nice.
Holy crap. Appreciate you dropping that. Play a couple for you, man. What we got?
He's the best. I love it.
Oh, here we always talk about Spider-Man. Somehow we always talk about Spider-Man, and we always got this. What's the thing he says? Like dig on this or something like that?
No, dig on this. Yeah.
So bad. You didn't even ask the question. You just dropped a $10 like super chat without even asking anything, man. But Travis, we always appreciate you, Travis, coming in and hanging out with us and, you know, super chats and stuff like that. If you have anything to shout out, man, I don't know if you have your like an Instagram or a YouTube channel, dude, throw it in chat. Support you. You know, you always help us out. Thank you, Travis.
That's amazing, Travis. You always doing a lot of great things, so I really appreciate that.
Yeah. Oh, here. This is one I don't play enough.
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure?
Stay calm.
Wait.
Everybody.
It's like one of our biggest donations. I think Brandon Davis got the biggest donation ever. I don't know if that's going to get touched in a long time. In a long time. Oh, man. Let's see. All right, let's finish up with these comments, but appreciate that. He goes, that would have had made a movie better. What is that? The show? I think the show would have been better as a movie. You know, cut out a lot of this fat and go.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're secretly the rings from Captain Planet.
Captain Planet, he's a hero. Gonna take pollution down to zero.
I guess they get a little bit into the rings in the second movie, you know, because it controls like these rockets, you know, that can like legit destroy a world.
Mm-hmm.
So like nukes and stuff like that. And like every house has one. Yeah. That Dune lets you all down all the time. I thought the spice was important, but obviously not. It is important. It's important. Even here, it's important in the show. But they don't get into it a lot because it's still like early into why they need the spice.
Oh, B, you have to do that, man.
Oh, man. Brandon Davis with a $4.99 super chat. Again, just a super chat. Appreciate you, B. Yeah, thank you so much, man. I don't know what we got.
I know my favorite. Come on.
I know. Travis, I didn't know you like that Office clip, so keep that handy. Let's see. I don't know what else we got.
Yeah, Tom Cruise jumping on the couches.
I know. You know what? I'm gonna get a Tom Cruise. We gotta find Tom Cruise.
Jump on the Oprah's couch. That's what we need.
Oh,
I like you, pussycat. Yes.
If no one ever seen Beast Wars, they'll be like, "What the fuck is a talking?
Why are you doing it?
why is a purple T-Rex talking to me? Is it Barney? Oh man.
Hello, rich people. Troy's joining you. Yes, I'll hold.
I cannot wait for that movie. I cannot wait for the Community movie. Oh man. But Travis and Brandon Davis, thank you so much.
Oh yeah,
it really does mean a lot to us, man.
Amazing. Just you guys being here and commenting and being so engaged is really the best part of this whole thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I saw this. So people were saying this franchise would replace Star Wars. I unsubscribed. It's not going to replace Star Wars because Star Wars still has this this, I don't want to say kid energy, but it has this like I don't know. It's very different vibes, you know. But you know, Star Wars did steal a lot of the space
opera,
political space opera kind of stuff. You know,
but it's all from Dune. I mean, the spice, all that stuff is from Dune.
Yeah, that spice directly from Dune. So, but yeah, it was never gonna replace Star Wars. Star Wars took this, it took Dune, and it took like old samurai shit and mushed it together. And it was like, yeah, like you know, space stuff with a bunch of samurai stuff. Like, boom, Jedi. It was like, sign me up. But yeah, I like you unsubscribed. Oh man. The show is NyQuil, just say it's not, because like there are parts, you know, I think Bramman hated it the most, but for me there are parts where I'm like, what, you know, like, you know, I have to rewind and
yeah, and I've been trying to rewatch it from the beginning just to kind of you know, just to kind of give it a second shot. I don't even hate it. It's just not landing as hard for me as the movies.
Yeah.
I can't even say that it's just not, unfortunately, it's not doing anything for me.
Yeah. Yeah, and I understand 100%. Travis said a lot of sandworms going into Dunkin' Idaho's. Oh man. Yeah. Dune is a letdown. I told you all time ago. No one listened to me.
I mean, he's right. This has been a letdown, really.
It has, but also it's a letdown because our expectations were so high.
Too high.
You know, they were so high because the movies, you know, at least for us, the movies were like so great. So we were expecting like movie level kind of mini story, and we're not. No.
We were wrong. You're wrong.
I only watched the first episode. Yeah.
To yourself lucky.
Yeah. So I'm glad y'all running longer because I needed I got a new job and I'm off at 11:30, so I'm watching y'all while I drive home. Nice. Yeah. We're gonna probably get off like right now. I try not to go too past 12:30.
My eyes are burning, so that's
yeah.
why.
Yeah. Maybe Wes Craven could save Craven. That's funny. Oh man. Yeah, 6 seasons in a movie. And it's funny we are getting the movie after all this, like all of that. We are getting the movie. We're exactly what he said, 6 seasons in a movie. So the last 3 seasons weren't the best season, but I still love Community.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so good. All right.
It's time to get out of here, guys.
Some super chats, but I'm probably dude. No, you don't have to worry about. We said $50 worth of super chats to the Dre Mac show, so I got no money. You all the money to Dre Mac?
Oh man, JR got all the money. Come on, man.
I'm gonna clip this and show him, like, bro, taking money away from us. That's all good, man. I love Dre Mac. He needs more. He needs some of the super chats, man. He needs to buy more of the stuff. It's him versus Brian, who's got more stuff behind him.
I got more stuff.
Although he's got an arcade system behind him, man. He's got a cabinet behind him.
Yeah, but if I got more stuff than he does,
probably.
I even bring out my cow from X-Men. On Logan.
Nice.
I got stuff that I've never opened.
Yeah. I mean, there's like a whole wall on your side that I know, like both walls probably that are just there.
Hold on. I want to show this if I can.
Hey,
grace us with your presence.
Yes. Also, do you watch Silo? Let us know if you watch Silo, because we would love to have you on a Saturday show.
100%.
Talk about Silo.
Yeah, absolutely.
Recently, get you on the show. Yeah.
Whatever it takes.
The box office for this stream was higher than Kraven.
It was close. That's
funny. Oh man. All right. Have a good night, Travis. I was a guest on Dre Mac. Were you? Okay. I know he had who did he had? He had Blue on his show today, right? Holy shit. Oh, you bought all those? All those? I know what you're talking about. I saw those at Target. The Spider-Man ones, at least. That's funny. Yeah, if we ever do get big and get a studio, like, I'm sure both of our wives would be like, good, get all the shit out of here. But
I haven't opened this one.
Yeah.
Still in the box. Yeah. I got a glow in the dark cow.
That one's cool.
And then,
were they selling that at the theater?
Yeah,
it was like Cinemark or some shit or whatever.
Yeah. I got that in there.
That's a nice one.
Yeah, Miles Morales #1. And it just sits in the box because I just have so much stuff. I have nowhere to put it right now.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. So Insider said he would hop on whenever I go live on Twitter. I can message you in advance if you want to hop on. Yeah, man.
Oh,
I mean, if I could jump on, I'm sure one of these guys might be able to jump in on Twitter. Yeah, for sure. Well, I started. We follow you now. The Spoiler Kings follow you on Twitter. So, yeah. Oh, excuse me. But
I'm always ready. So,
Mhm.
if you stay ready, you never gotta get ready.
All right, let's get out of here, man. I am getting tired now too.
Yeah, I'm gonna fall face plant on the bed.
Damn big boxes.
Yeah, that's so much stuff that's still in boxes. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. So big question: is Dune better than the Penguin?
No.
What? Supernatural trivia. You know what? I think
you're not ready, Kyle.
I gotta look up like some supernatural trivia stuff, and we'll get Kyle on, and we can like co-stream or something like that.
Let's go. I'm always ready. Supernatural trivia.
Brian versus Kyle Daly.
Probably just let me get versus the world.
Yeah. Jeez, the part like is getting brain. So trying to figure out
what's the
what
right candy?
Candy is.
Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy.
If she dies, she dies. All right, let's get out of here. We will see you guys on Thursday. We'll talk Creature Commandos and what's the other show? Skeleton Crew.
Skeleton Crew.
Oh yeah, Skeleton Crew. Yeah.
Right. So yeah, we'll talk about those. But we appreciate everyone coming in, hanging out with us. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Brandon Davis, for the super chat, and Travis. Appreciate both of you guys so much, man. It really does mean a lot to us. But thank you guys. We will see you guys on Thursday. Later.
Most definitely. Thanks.
Good night,
guys.
everyone.
Cool.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. We out here.